in Canada, brought to you by Molson, Canada's name in beer since 1786, brewers of Molson Canadian Lager Beer. Canadian General Electric, progress for people since 1882. Canadian Tire Dealers with 326 stores to serve you across Canada. And by the Ford Motor Company of Canada, on behalf of your Ford and Mercury dealers from coast to coast. When the Colorado Rockies visit Maple Leaf Gardens, the coach and several of his players know their way around.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. And who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back.
And for the first time tonight, Lanny McDonald enters Maple Leaf Gardens as a member of the visiting team.
Might as well get right on TV here, eh?
Hold it.
Okay. Hey, all right. Here we go. Come on in here.
Look out, here he comes. Here comes Moses. Look out. Hey,
For the first time, Lanny McDonald faces the Leafs at the Gardens, and for the first time this season, so do the Colorado Rockies. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hockey Night in Canada. I'm Dave Hodge. The Rockies are at 500, 4 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. Not great, but never before in their history have they played 500 hockey through 10 games of the season. The Leafs are in a 5th place tie after 2 losses and a tie on a road trip, but they're still off to a good start. A high-scoring start. Sittler 9 goals and Payman with 8. The trouble, according to Joe Crozier, is that they're allowing too many goals, and that was the big problem throughout last season. Bill Hewitt is with us to call the play-by-play of tonight's game, and he'll have plenty of company in the booth. Brian McFarland joins him, and our special guest tonight is the former coach of these Rockies, Don Cherry. Hockey Night in Canada will return in just a moment.
Love TV. The soap.
The mysteries.
And you'll love recording TV on the Zenith video recorder.
I love TV. The sports.
The comedy.
The Zenith video recorder. 14-day advanced programming, speed search, stop action, plus the picture quality you'd expect from Zenith. You'll love it.
I love TV.
Engineers from North America and overseas have created a world car, the new Ford Escort. Escort is available in a convenient 4-door liftgate model and offers a surprisingly roomy interior in the front and rear. You also get the privacy of a hideaway luggage compartment, and Escort gives you wagon room when you need it. Ford Escort, built in North America to take on the world.
There's a special excitement about this game tonight. The Toronto Maple Leafs facing the Colorado Rockies, and Lanny McDonald. Lanny and some of the former Leafs return to Maple Leaf Gardens, and we're very fortunate to have with us tonight Don Grapes Cherry, the former Colorado coach. And Don, what do you think? I figure it's going to be an exciting hockey game and maybe have a little excitement up here as well.
Well, Lanny, I know he's nervous. He's been since he was a junior when he first came in. I tell you, he's shaking in his boots, and he's got a lot of friends here. And I understand that Billy's going to start him, and I think that's the way to do it. Get him on the ice, tire him out a little, because the longer he sits on the bench, He gets nervous and he'll go out there. He's doing the right thing starting him.
And we saw Walt McKechnie skate through your picture there a moment ago. He's off to a good start with Colorado, and Quenneville and some of the others. We'll be talking about them as this evening wears along. So it's Colorado and the Toronto Maple Leafs here at Maple Leaf Gardens. There's McKechnie and Al Smith having a good year in goal for Colorado.
That's all I wanted, Brian. Just get me him and we would have made the playoffs.
Too late now. Here we go with the national anthem.
We'll have a look at the officials for tonight's game. The referee is Kerry Fraser. Will Norris and Mark Perry are the two linesmen. In the nets for Colorado, number 31, Al Smith. And for the Leafs, there he is, Yuri Sira, average of 4.40. And we're just about set to start this first period. We have Walt McKechnie at center. Lanny McDonald over here on the right side is number 9. And number 17 is Paul Gagné. Derlego starts with Hickey and Bive, and we're underway now in the first period. It's Derlego at center. Gets it over to Turnbull, who shot the puck in. It goes in back of the net. Smith just leaves it there. On the defense are Mike McEwen and Rob Ramage. In Leaf territory, the puck goes to Bive. He overskated it. Kept in by Lanny McDonald. His shot is high, and it bounces into the corner. They go down on the ice, and they get a whistle for a face-off.
Don, Billy McMillan is the Colorado coach. He told me before the game he considers this a homecoming event.
Oh, yeah, well, he's doing pretty good. I got to admit that. I can't say he's a nice fella. The sartorial splendor is not there this year, I think, Brian.
You can give him some pointers right after the game.
Double wins or not, out 1950.
Derlego against Walt McKechnie. They're lining up. Puck is dropped. McKechnie got the draw. Lanny McDonald blasted one wide. Another shot. That just missed the side of the net. As the Leafs having difficulty getting out. There's a drive by Ramage. Knocked into the crowd, and the Leafs have been really hemmed in.
Don, maybe Terry Harper's attire is more to your liking.
I don't think so. He looks like Moses there, doesn't he? He's got a walkie-talkie on. He must be up there. Ray must be up there talking to him somewhere.
Ray Mirren, general manager. I think it was important on that first shift, Don, to get serious here, that Pat Hickey keep a close eye on McDonald. The last thing he wanted was for him to get a quick goal.
Wouldn't that be something if he got the first goal? Look out.
Number 16, Martin Malinowski, now out center ice. He's got Randy Pierce with him. And Ron DeLorme. Leafs with Martin, Sittler, and Camo. Puck at center ice, taken by Parrish. He drove it in, but well inside was Terry Martin.
What do you think of the Leaf problem so far, Don? Cherry?
Well, I don't think they have much problem. Joe's doing all right. He looks great.
He's concerned about the goals against, though. We've said that often. He should be, huh?
He should be 4.4, but they seem to be winning. If I was like that, just go along, win the games. Don't worry about the goals against, as long as he's winning. Joe knows what he's doing. He's a winner. He's been on a long time. I played for him in Rochester in the last 5 years. I played for him. We're on 4 championships.
Not a bad record. Yes, you had some good years with that Rochester club. Had an injury already as Randy Pierce has gone on.
Looks like he hurt his arm.
On the face-off, the puck goes out to center ice. Grabbed off there by Joe Quenville. He shot it over the line. Comes back out to Pamo. Pamo takes a long shot into the corner. The rebound off the boards. Kept in by the Leafs. Here's Martins. Oh, he just missed Pamo, but it comes back. Shot back into the corner by Picard. Well, Pamo goes back to Picard. Picard shoots it right in front of the net, and it's cleared by the Colorado Rockies out to center ice. Dave Farish shoots it right back in again, and they call it on the offside.
Oh, here you are.
There's Love. Isn't she beautiful? She's home in Denver, guarding my contract quite viciously. Where'd you get that picture? Oh, that's from Peter Puck. That's Brian's Peter Puck. Isn't she beautiful, though? I'll tell you.
Yeah, you're in the book. Don Cherry and Dog Blue.
I love her. I miss her.
Well, we had some dog biscuits here in case you brought her along tonight.
She doesn't fly.
Gary Dillon had the puck for Colorado. It shot back into Colorado territory. Around on the boards by McEwen, and it goes sliding down the ice and going back for it, number 24, Slavajuris. Over to John Anderson. And can't get out. Dillon intercepts the pass, took a shot wide. Cruising around was Deblois, number 23. So Juris, a long pass to went to center, knocked back out again as Johansson shoots it in for Colorado. Dave Burrows trying to bring the puck out. He gets it ahead to Boschman. Boschman the second knock over the line, and his shot ends up back of the net. Cleared to the blue line and out. Racing after it was number 23, Deblois, but he fell. Deblois will try it again. He shoots the puck into the corner. And going back to get it is Burrows. Burrows a long pass to Anderson. His shot, Mr. Lego. The Leafs are changing on the go. John Anderson gets the puck over, and it's finally McKechnie bringing it back. He's got Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald clipped one. Sura covers up at the side of the net, gets the face-off. From Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, this is Hockey Night in Canada.
It takes calm, unhurried patience to brew Bradol, so take the time to appreciate it. Bradol from Molson. Take the time.
Here are former Leafs as players, Billy McMillan and Joe Crozier.
All set for the face-off. McKechnie against Derlego. McKechnie won the draw. Lanny McDonald shot. Sura stopped that. A drive from the blue line is wide of the net. The Leafs in their own territory. Quick pass for Derlego, and McKechnie recovers. Shoots it in. Enier playing number 17 on the left side. Lanny McDonald, number 9 on this right wing. Now the Leafs move the puck up. Getting it ahead. Hickey drives it in. That's off the glass, and it's going over the glass.
It gives us a chance to ask Don Cherry about Yuri Sira, the Leaf goaltender. What do you think? Is he overworked, Don?
Well, I don't know if he's overworked, but I just don't like the way he stays back in the net. I know I've been criticized for saying that, but if you ask my opinion, that's what I think. But I guess they got nothing coming up, so they got to play him.
Joe says he's got one goalie.
Maybe.
Well, I wonder how Ridley feels about that.
Yeah, that'd really build up Ridley. How'd you like to be him?
Of course, you were never one to praise your goaltenders in Colorado last year.
Well, how could you praise them?
Hickey gets right in front, jams it. Smith made the save. It's still loose in front of the net. Hickey back to Turnbull. Turnbull gets his shot. That's deflected into the corner. Enier shoots it, but intercepted by Borja Salming. Salming to Turnbull. Turnbull flips the puck in. Knocked down with a high stick. Touch. Play is called. No score in the game.
Here's a guy I like, Joel Quenville.
What a guy.
I'll tell you, that this guy could develop into an all-star. And he's going on. He was our best player last year till he got hurt. Not our best defenseman, but our best player. And he hurt his ribs and he was out. Had a lot of injuries last year. A good kid, and he's going to be a dandy. I really think so.
How about the trade in total, McDonald and Quenneville for Hickey and Paymont? What do you think now?
Well, I said I'd trade Blues for McDonald, and I still say it helped both clubs. I hate to say that. What a cliche. But it did.
Sittler, Terry Martin, and Will Paymont. There's the drive right on by Parrish. Al Smith handled it. Cleared along the boards, but not out. Another shot by Picard. Smith out of the net. Getting it to Milanowski. He's checked. Now we have Paymont. Number 99. Shot it right in front of the net.
The Leaf captain gets the first goal in the battle between the Leafs and Colorado, and that line has been cooking along lately, Don.
Yeah, looked like they had a power play on there.
Well, Paymont's been a big gun for the Leafs since the deal. Working the corner, gets it in front. There's Sittler, the Leaf captain.
Gotcha. Well, I tell you, Paymont, his brother gave me a big set of moose horns, and I said, I'm going to trade you. And now that I got my horns, we traded them a week later.
Goal number 10 for Sittler.
Number 27, Darrell Sittler.
Puck goes into the corner. Paymont got an assist. Martin also got an assist. 4:03. The Leafs come back. Sittler again, but it's a delayed whistle offside. Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
We want to make you smile.
Well, welcome back. I see you brought a friend.
My boss hasn't smiled the whole trip. My back.
I think you'll like our beds.
Big room.
Everything all right?
Just fine. Call me for dinner.
In an hour.
We made him smile.
Come to Holiday Inn where your style sits. We're number one people pleasing.
All right, now you see how Sittler, that's his big thing. He reminds me of Esposito on this one. He's got a stick on the ice. The big thing, he has a stick on the ice. He doesn't have to put it down. Top corner, lovely.
8
Pretty
goals.
happy.
8 goals in the last 4 games. He's now the goal-scoring leader with 10.
Makes Harold look like a genius.
Yeah.
Love and kisses. You know, I really like the way the Leafs are setting up. If people watch, they're in position. The winger, as soon as the defenseman touches the puck, you look up, there's your wingers in position. That's Joe Crozier, I'll tell you that. Must have drilled him 100 hours.
Facing off now with Boschman out there, Anderson and Saginac. And it's Dillon, Gillis, and Deblois. Shot. Smith made the save on that. Leafs keep the puck in. Now it's broken up. Brought back down the ice by Ramage. Ramage takes the shot for Colorado. Cyril stopped that. Here's a break. A pass for Boschman. He was in the clear, but he couldn't control it. Boschman centered it out in front. There's going to be a penalty. Flashing penalty. This is Hockey Night in Canada from Toronto.
You can do it, so go to it.
Canadian Tire has what it takes.
You can do it.
To get you going.
So go to it.
To keep you rolling safely.
You can do it. So go to it.
Make driving more enjoyable. So go to it and have some fun. With your know-how, our values, and coast-to-coast guarantee, you've got it made.
It's for people like you. People who do.
I did it.
Canadian Tire.
Rocky Saginac takes the first penalty for, well, slashing, along with Mike McEwen. 4:40 the time. Interference for Saginac and slashing for McEwen.
For Toronto, Rocky Saginac, interference. Time 4:40.
Here's a chance for Boyasomi to score! Boyasomi right from the face-off.
Looks like it's going to be a power play tonight. We might have a lot of goals before this night's over. Poor Smitty.
Salming, despite suffering from illness on the road trip, has really been spectacular lately there. Second goal.
He should be sick all the time. He knew what he was doing right since he got it. No problem.
Assist number 19, Bill Derlego. Time 4:45.
4:45, the official time, Salming from Derlego.
Time 4:45.
And the Leafs lead it 2-0.
Set up.
Here's a shot right on. Sura stopped that. Knocked out to center ice. Played back. Going after it is Trevor Johansson, number 24, gets it up. And it's down the ice for Bobby Sheehan. He's over the line. Takes his shot wide of Sura. Moving up fast is Ramage. Ramage elects to go to Johansson. Johansson takes his shot off the leg, and Boya Salming has it. Then he was checked by Sheehan, and there's going to be a penalty to Boya Salming for hooking. With the score, Toronto 2 and Colorado nothing. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
This is the General Electric Pot Scrubber 2. The Drakes own one. Their neighbors don't.
Lasagna, darlings. Simply marvelous.
It has the unique multi-orbit spray arm that puts the water where you need it most.
Mine couldn't get it clean.
And a very clean conscience about saving you energy.
Arriba! The chili, it was hot on the pot. It is dirty.
The General Electric Pot Scrubber 2. Either you have one or you don't.
What do you think of this, Don?
Well,
Cherry?
this is one of the things we teach. A nice little dive job there. That's beautiful. Should get Academy Award for that one.
And the Leafs spun the face-off, shoot the puck down the ice. They're playing the man short now. Then we had a bit of mix-up. Nemo appears to be coming to the penalty box. He had a little of altercation with number 5, Rob Ramage.
May have lots of goals and also lots of penalties here tonight.
Yeah, Ramage got him pretty good. He cut him a little bit. And two pretty tough guys there, I'll tell you. Ramage, he's a tough kid. What's Paymont? Joe don't look too happy about it.
Well, you insinuated that the Colorado player took a dive there a moment ago. So you said you teach them that.
Oh, yeah, everybody teaches them. Sheehan's one of the best.
Number 99 will Paymont. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time 5:40.
The best of all is Billy Barber.
Billy Barber,
Oh,
the
yeah.
champ, huh?
Billy Barber, School of Diving. We all had videotapes how to do it. Gary Dornhofer was great, too.
Oh, he'd
His
be
day.
glad to hear you say that tonight. Busy night for referee Kerry Fraser, whose wife Maddie is expecting shortly.
Yes. He has all the qualifications. Beautiful, lots of hair. Good looking, too, isn't it?
Flat stomach.
Yes. Must be a short, bald guy somewhere. Pretty good.
Colorado bringing the puck out of their own zone. Up to center ice. Joel Quenville over the line. Saints playing even. Here's a shot. Walt McKechnie.
The goals are coming fast tonight, and a former Leaf, Walt McKechnie,
Oh, boy.
who's really off to a good start, connects for Colorado.
All right, there's nobody happier in this zone. Now look at that play right there. Isn't that beautiful? There's nobody happy. You know what, he was Zingo. I tell you, Waller has really made the transition. He's got McDonald, and they usually have Gagne on there. And nobody happier in the world right now than Waller.
Well, the two Leaf defenders went for the one man and let McKechnie sail in there.
You see the guy that made the play? It's Quenville.
Quenville.
Time 5:54.
Play underway as Picard in the corner is watched by McKechnie. Teams are still even at 4 sides. Lanny McDonald's out there with McKechnie and Quenville. Now it's the Leafs coming back. Billy Derlego. He gets over the line. Derlego cuts in. Goes in back of the net. Tried to set up Turnbull. And here comes Lanny McDonald and Walt McKechnie. One man back. They're over the line. A pass to McKechnie. And he just couldn't control the puck. The Leafs come back. Derlego gets it over to Picard. Robert Picard breaks through. And then he was hauled down before he could get his shot away. Lanny McDonald coming down the ice with Malinowski. Here's Malinowski trying to cut in, shot it wide. And it's driven around on the boards at the blue line. Picard shoots it the rest of the way down. 2-0 Leafs leading, 13:04 remaining in this, the first period. Back up the ice, over the line for Lanny McDonald. Gets it into the corner. Quenville is shoved off the puck. And the Leafs clear it, but not out. They are playing a man short.
gives us a chance, Don, to take another look at that goal by Walt McKechnie.
Oh, there he is. Down, as I said before, he goes down, and it's around the league. You got to put the puck high on this guy, and you'll score because he goes down and he doesn't come out far.
When he does go down and scrambles around, he has a little difficulty, it seems at times, getting back to his feet quickly.
Well, it's around the league. That's what you have to do. Tuck him underneath that bar. There he is. Well,
oh, just earlier, the goal by Salming that put the Leafs up 2. Now Colorado's come back with 1.
There's Johansson to drive, just missed the net. They're coming in again. A shot, that was wide. Johansson has to go back and recover it in his own territory. He's out there with Mike McEwen on the defense. Dillon, Mullen, Deblois are the forwards. Coming down the ice, Dillon. Shot the puck into the corner. Deblois fell. Now back on the ice, number 5, Rob Ramage.
So we have line changes for both clubs.
Oh, there's Brian, there's my little pet there that I used to be accused of favoring, which I did. I think this guy, and Lanny McDonald concurs, I've learned that word since I've been on here.
Yes, very good.
That this guy has the best shot.
You got to give his name, though. Lucien.
Well, Lucien Debois. I thought everybody knew.
Well, you're just talking about this guy, and a lot of folks aren't quite familiar with 23.
Well, they should be.
They will be, huh?
You better believe it.
Malinowski at center. Ron DeLorme on the right side. It comes back. There's a drive by McEwen into the corner. Rockies try to center. They still have possession. Trying to get out in front is Randy Pierce, number 7. Pierce in the corner. They've got one of the Rockies in the goal crease, but they got it down the ice, and McEwen has to go back for it. Colorado. Paymon still in the penalty box. Up to center ice. Ramage shoots it in. The rebound off the boards. Pierce goes after it. Ends up in the corner. Comes to the blue line. And Ramage couldn't keep it in. Going after was Hickey. He's out there with 5. DeLorme gets it over. Here's McEwen going in, and the shot was stopped by Salming. Still controlling it, though, is Pierce. He tried to get it out in front. Paymon is on the ice as the puck is shot into the crowd. This game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
I'm into having some fun, you see. Good times for you, you and me. Let's break away for the good times. Good times feeling free. Breaking away to Canadian. Breaking away to the good times.
And we're back and ready for the face-off as the Leafs lead Colorado by a score of 2-1 with 11-12 remaining in the first period. Goes to the boards. That's Picard trying to get it out. Goes into the corner, comes back here to the blue line. There's Ramage's shot, and that was just wide. Now the Leafs, Paymon ahead to Terry Martin. One man back, and Martin runs into Smith. Paymon tries to center it. Picard lets one go. That's knocked down, and it's cleared to center ice. Leafs with Parrish giving it away. Back comes number 5, Rob Ramage. Off a leg, and it's offside.
Let's go to Montreal, find out what's happening there at the Forum.
The rock for Montreal. Davidson for New York. They score! Right from the face-off.
Oh, Don Cherry Esposito scored for the New York Rangers right off the face-off.
It hit a skate, it looked like, though, in front, eh? Bill gets the stick in the air, though.
The rocking goal for Montreal, 1-0 Rangers.
Toronto 2, Colorado 1. As the Leafs have Anderson, Boschman, and Saganuk. John Anderson, a pass over to Saganuk was intercepted. Gagne shoots it in. He's up there with Lanny McDonald and Walt McKechnie. Lanny McDonald comes back to the blue line. There's a shot. Oh, that just missed the corner. Kitchen let it fly. Now then, the Leafs come back. A pass up to Laurie Boschman. Anderson and Saginaw going in. A pass for Saginaw. McKechnie tried to check him. Knocked down with a high stick. Play is called and a face-off in Colorado territory.
Boschman, the Leaf sophomore. And we take a look at the record this year of the Rockies. On the right, after 10 games, 10 points.
I was dying in those days.
4 points last year.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, we're not going to say anything about coaching making a difference.
Well, you should. They're really packing them in out there, though, too.
Are they?
Yeah, they had 4,600 the last game. The game before, 5,000.
Well, lots of room in the parking lot then at the concession stands.
Yeah, you get a hot dog easy.
Gerlago, Hickey, and Vive against the boards, and getting the face-off was Mike Kitchen.
All right, to be serious, have you attended Rockies games yet? And if you do, how have the crowds responded?
Well, I wouldn't attend because if I do, there'd be cheery, and, you know, it'd only embarrass the players. So I don't go. I keep right away.
We have 9:51 remaining in the first period. 2-1, Toronto leading Colorado. Pass over here to Turnbull. Turnbull tried to get it over on the other side. Gagne leaving it for Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald through center, and McKechnie helps him up by shooting it in. Boria Salming kicks the puck to Vive. Vive shot it to the left side. Hickey goes up after it. Cleared out. Now then McKechnie hands it to Gerlago. Gerlago goes in with a shot, hit the goalpost. Hit right in front of the net, a shot again. And that was stopped by Grenville as he fell in front of it.
In the first intermission, Brian McFarland will be in this set as we present This Week in the NHL, announcing Hockey Night in Canada's Player of the Week and showing you highlights of the 6 preceding days in the NHL. First intermission this week in the NHL.
Thank you, Dave. Busy week in the NHL, busy night here at the Gardens.
From the face-off, it's McEwen clearing it up on the wing. Pierce tried to get it out. It's up to center ice for Johansson. Johansson drives it in for Colorado. The puck comes loose. There's a drive. And Ron Delorme missed. Came off Sittler and Terry Martin. Knocked by Picard out to center. A long shot by McEwen. Zira leaves it there for Robert Picard. Picard, number 4, a long pass up at center to Paymo. Paymo shot it over the line. Comes to the blue line, out and in. Parrish had the puck outside the blue line.
Now we had our first goal post hit a moment or two ago as the Leafs came awfully close.
Looks like it kind of hit the side a little. You screened a little. I think Al's getting a little tired. He's playing an awful lot of games.
Sittler, Martin, and Paymo. As the puck is cleared down the ice, Valaket now out there at center. He's got Bobby Sheehan on the left side. And Vauture on the right. The Leafs with Terry Martin unable to make a play. Missing a heavy check was Bobby Sheehan. Colorado shoot the puck behind the net. It slides into the corner. Valaket has it, gets it back to Johansson. A shot. Valaket another one. Zero stopped that. Valaket is down. There's a shot right in front. They score!
Off corner. Put it up. That ties it. Colorado comes fighting back after the Leafs opened with 2, and there was quite a scramble around Yuri Sera in the Leaf goal. Here we see it again.
He's down, put it up. That's all you got to do. All around the league.
You mentioned again, Sera going to his knees as the shot en route to the net finds the upper corner.
You just can't keep going down like that all the time because everybody has videotape now.
Goal start by number 29, Yvonne Vauture.
Assist number 10, Bobby Sheehan, and number 24, Trevor Johansson.
That's the kid
That's
the kid they got in interleague draft.
Bobby Sheehan.
Cost them $40,000.
Time 12:01.
Looks like a deal.
Play at the Leaf blue line. It's Boschman in trying to get over the Colorado line. It goes to Aki Saginaw. He shot one wide. Rebound off the boards. Coming down the ice at center. Develois, there's a collision as Juris stepped into his check. Dagenuk stopped by Gillis. Gillis gets it over here on the right side. Develois handing it to John Anderson. Develois will try it again. Poke check by Juris. They go to the boards. Develois trapped there and held for a face-off. This is Hockey Night in Canada from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Introducing a North American car designed for a changing world and with a commitment to quality. Introducing the beautifully new Ford Granada. Built with a new design, smaller exterior, yet more spacious than ever before. Built with Granada's highest mileage ratings ever, 34.8 miles per gallon. And built with Ford's quality control system. 38 inspectors examine every single car. The new Granada, new for a changing world from Ford.
Billy McMillan, 7 years as a player with Toronto, Atlanta, and Islanders, now a coach in the NHL.
And we have a 2-2 tie with 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the first period. Turnbow. A long shot. Hickey was well inside the blue line, and it's called back.
I thought you'd like that hit a moment ago by Slava Duris, the Czech defender.
That must have been an accident. But
No,
anyhow,
come
you
on
see.
now.
Well, yeah, it was pretty good. But you notice that Debevois never stepped back and kept on going.
Oh, that was your boy he took out.
Absolutely. Well, that's all right. He's a little chip. Nice helmet he's got there, isn't it?
Good passer.
Yeah.
Derligo, Hickey, and Bive. Ramage gets it over for Quinville. Now it's up at center ice for Gary Dillon. Dillon and Ramage having all kinds of problems. Now the puck goes loose, and it's Ricky Bive one-on-one, a shot, and that's deflected into the corner. Quinville moves that puck out quickly. Up to center ice. He's got Debelois on his right, and off Dillon went in offside on the left wing.
We got time to ask you about Jerry Cheevers and how he's coping with the sad situation with the Bruins.
Not very well. I'm afraid that things are very down in Beantown. I was there. I did the gay color there, and I saw the players after, had a few pokes with them, and things are not good. And guess where they win their next game? Philadelphia.
Yes.
Isn't that nice?
Cheevers wore a tie in your honor.
Yes, he did. The first time he wore a tie. Still didn't do any good.
Puck goes into the corner in Leaf territory. Shot, McKechnie couldn't keep it in, and back comes Pat Hickey. Hickey over the line. Hickey tries his pass. It goes to Bive. Bive goes back for Hickey. It hit the side of the net. Al Smith comes out and covers up.
We have so many questions to ask you tonight, Don. First, what do you think of the rebuilding job Punch Imlach has done with Toronto?
Well, I think it's, you know, what are you going to say? They're doing well, but I'm really impressed the way the wingers set up. Every time a defenseman or anybody picks it up, they're standing there waiting for a pass. That's the big thing I think that's going on.
But that's to Crozier's credit.
Yeah.
What about Imlach?
Well, I played for Punch. Seems I played for everybody.
Yeah.
I played for him in Springfield, and he's a dandy, I'll tell you that. And I wish, is he back in the, is that him over there?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he's coming in about an hour a day.
He's a dandy. Good card player, too.
Shot by Salming, knocked down. It goes back of the net. Trevor Johansson turning it to McKechnie. McKechnie of Colorado. Up to the leaf line. He was checked. Lanny McDonald recovers it, but it was a delayed whistle offside.
I can never figure out why that's got to be an offside. You know, why don't they keep the play going? Beyond me, why they have to call that offside. We got so many whistles in the game today. You know, he could start all over again and start, but they got to call it. Who's that?
We'll find out.
Oh, yeah? Well, he didn't do anything to build the club.
You're saying it was Brand Imlach, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Where's Punch?
It's the Leafs trying to get out. Well, McKechnie nearly stole the puck. Gets it over the line. Drop back from Gagner to Lanny McDonald. Sittler then traps the puck to Terry Martin, shoots it in. 5:46 remaining. Here's a bit of a slashing Paymal. Mixing it up with Johansson.
Hey, they were roommates, Bill, when they were on the team. What's going on here?
Just getting reacquainted.
Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Beaumark. the launch continues with new ranges, refrigerators, microwave ovens, sewing machines, vacuum cleaners, and much, much more. Beaumark, clearly a smash hit. Available throughout Canada at the Bay and Simpsons.
One of Don Cherry's boys, Lanny McDonald, in the box for interference. And the Leafs have been deadly on the power play. First in the league.
Number 9, Lanny McDonald.
Wasn't it strange last year that Philadelphia won all those games and they were the worst in the league?
Yes, it was.
That was strange.
35 undefeated.
Sittler, Dan Maloney, Wilf Pamo, Boria Salming, and Ian Turnbull. The power play for the Maple Leafs with the score tied 2-2. Facing off is number 10, Bobby Sheehan.
We're going to run out of guys for face-offs.
Puck goes back to Boria Salming. Salming goes to Turnbull. Turnbull's shot hit a stick, and it's cleared into the crowd by number 5, Rob Remage.
I don't think he wanted to do that.
Turnbull, his daughter told him to put on the helmet, and I hear he's playing great.
He is. He really is. Top plus on the club. A different Turnbull this year than one we saw last year.
Looks a lot thinner.
Ian Turnbull waiting for his teammates to get outside. Gave it to Salming. Salming shoots it around on the boards. It's back of the net. Picked up there by McEwen. McEwen on a deflection by Sheehan goes all the way back to Ian Turnbull. Turnbull to Boria Salming. Back to Turnbull. A pass over on the right side. Pema drives the puck in. And Ramage gets another one over the glass into the crowd.
Well, Pema will be a guest of Dave Hodge during the first intermission. Funny what you said about a daughter having an influence on a player. A thing about Stan Mikita and how his daughter asked him once, why are you spending so much time in that little box across the ice when all your teammates sit on the bench? It made him realize he takes too many penalties, or he used to.
I wish I had a young daughter. I might be still coaching.
Comes back to Salming. Now then to Turnbull, a shot. That's deflected wide. Pemo trying to get it to Maloney. Balaket being covered by Maloney. And they get another whistle.
You got hurt. Minute 07 left in the penalty to Lanny McDonald as we look down the Leaf bench.
There's Dickie Duff, brother of Les, who I played with. Played with a lot of guys.
Gets the puck back. Here's Turnbull getting set for a shot. He's got it wide. Boria Salming way back in his own zone. A pass for Turnbull and went to Maloney, and it was from one zone to another, and they bring it back.
Don Joe Crozier has used 4 defensemen in a penalty-killing role quite often this year, and it seems to be working quite well. Did you ever try anything like that?
Well, I remember Punch used to do that quite a bit, and Joe is a protege of Punch. They've been together for years and years and years. I think Montreal, Scotty used to do that too.
Walt McKechnie's out there now for Colorado with Randy Pierce. Romage and McEwen are on the defense. The Leafs have Boschman, Anderson, Saganak, Picard, and Ferris. Romage took a shot. Zero stopped that. Now the Leafs coming out of their own territory. A quick pass to Boschman. Boschman just flips into the corner. Anderson goes in after it. He got it out in front. And it goes back into the corner. Saganak to Picard, a shot. That hit a leg. Now another drive by Parrish. Anderson into the corner, and it's shot down the ice by Mike McEwen. 25 seconds left in the penalty. 4:06 in the first period. It's a 2-2 tie. Up for Boschman. Boschman took a long shot. Saganak goes after it. Saganak is taken into the boards. Anderson's trying to dig it out. He does. Gets it out in front of the net. Pierce couldn't get it out. McKechnie does and gets it down the ice. Robert Picard. Now then, Colorado's back at full strength with Lanny McDonald back out on the ice. Colorado. McKechnie with Lanny McDonald. They just shoot the puck in. It bounced. Zira to Saginaw. Into Juris. Juris fakes a pass. Now he gets one for Saginaw. Boschman brought it in, but it was offside.
Pace has slowed down a little bit now. 2-2 the score, 3:17 to play, and
He's calling the magician.
yeah, why?
Well, I don't know. I used to say he got 7 goals in 2 years. I call him magician now. He could stay in the National League for 2 years scoring 7 goals.
Go ahead, Bill. Over to you.
Okay, Dillon at center. Gillis on the left wing and Deblois on the right. Johansson playing on the defense, along with Quenville, and they get another whistle.
Well, I see Colorado has this Bobby Sheehan, too. This, of course, is Trevor Johansson with a nick on his nose, but hey,
Gary
what about
Younger
Sheehan?
did not. Sheehan, he's a good kid. He's from Boston. Everybody from Boston's good.
I know. The Rangers had him a couple of years ago. He played extremely well in the playoffs, and they didn't even invite him back next year.
He's had a lot of tough luck. I'm glad to see him stick.
Derlego, Vive, and Hickey out there for the Leafs. Puck at center ice. Leafs get possession of it. Anderson just shot it down. Going back for it is Johansson. Derlego went after him. Vive's got it. Hickey's out in front, and he missed him with a pass. Now then Colorado coming back through center. Deblois, and he brought the puck back and in and put Dillon offside.
Pat Hickey, 3 clubs last year, including yours, Don Cherry, in Colorado. He began his year in New York.
Well, I think he's skating a lot better this year. You know, when he went from the Big Apple, and I guess he figured he was going out to a farm in Colorado, and he never got adjusted, and he was having a tough time. But he came back here, and he did a great job.
Sittler to Martin, over to Borja Salming. 2:41 remaining in the first period. Score is tied 2-2. Turnbull shoots the puck back of the Colorado net. Al Smith right on the Sittler's stick. And that was intercepted by Gary Dillon for Deblois. Deblois coming down nicely on the right side. Shot the puck into the corner. Going back is Salming. Salming missed it. It came out in front, but there was nobody there. Trevor Johansson had to go back for Deblois. Deblois got it again. Turnbull knocked him down. The puck comes to Martin. Martin over for Darryl Sittler. Sittler then to Turnbull. And he couldn't get anywhere. He was too well covered by Trevor Johansson. Shot down the ice. Valaket goes after it. Salming touched it first. Icing is the call.
Salming right up there with the leading scorers, Simmer, Taylor, Dion. Minute 51 to play. What do we got coming up here now? Oh, Turnbull gets pulled in at the blue line here.
Yeah, that's by Johansson, wasn't it? Ex-Leaf clutch and grab. You know how they used to say he does it?
That's where he learned that.
Ori Boschman, John Anderson, and Rocky Saginaw. Dave Parrish and Robert Picard are out there for the Maple Leafs. McKechnie, Lanny McDonald, and Gagne. As the puck is behind the Colorado net. Boschman to Anderson. Anderson flipped at it. Smith knocked it back. Comes along the boards, and down the ice it goes. Lanny McDonald couldn't get to it, and Boschman will come back to Anderson. Anderson goes in with a shot. Smith stopped that. McKechnie got the rebound and shot it at the center ice. Cleared back in again. Colorado with McEwen. McEwen gets it over on the left wing. Gagne tried to set up Lanny McDonald. Walt McKechnie has possession. McKechnie at center. A pass to Lanny McDonald. That ends behind the net. Less than a minute to go in this first period. Goes around to Gagne again. A shot right on. Sura stops that. Flips it off the boards. And Boschman just tips it down the ice. 44 seconds remaining. And that's the first period. A 2-2 tie. Homey with a hard shot. And there's another shot wide. Trying to get it out in front was number 16 out. Ramage will try it again, and it's cleared out and down the ice. A race for the puck. McEwen gets back first. Off the boards. Knocked back towards Turnbull. Intercepted, though. Here's coming in with a shot, and just missing was Malinowski, and how we missed that one.
It's a magic act he has. He had
Well,
Pierce
I
with
would have
him.
made me look bad, eh, Brian? He had to tuck that one home.
But he didn't, and he had Pierce right there waiting for a pass. And
No, he's a pretty good hockey player. He was their #1 pick, and I think he was the #1, and he's had a lot of injuries. He hurt his knee. He's a good kid. I used to kid with him all the time. I think he likes me.
Well, they said you didn't have much rapport with the younger players in Colorado.
Yeah.
That's
Vave and McDonald are going at it. McDonald almost drove him right through the boards. I think the door's broken over there.
What about this rapport with the younger players they said was missing in your case in Colorado?
Well, the guy that said that was a lawyer, and he'd been watching hockey a little bit with the Rangers, so we take that with a grain of salt. Why don't they talk to the younger players?
When you came in here tonight, certainly a lot of them had a very hearty greeting for you.
Absolutely, they loved me.
And the trainers?
Everybody. It was like all home week. I didn't see a certain guy, but...
We'll ask you about McEwen a little later on.
Well, he's all right. Got to be shook once in a while, that's all.
Just shake him up?
Yeah.
But on the bench?
Sure.
10 seconds left in this, the first period. 2-2 tie. Puck goes to Syrup. Flipped it to Turnbull. Turnbull wrapped it around on the boards to Pamo. Pamo gets it out to center. Ramage got it in again, and there goes the bell to end the first period.
Almost killed him there, Bill.
Oh, did you see that?
And so the score at the end of the first period is Colorado 2, Toronto 2.
Breaking away for the good times, heading out with these friends of mine. Breaking away for the good times, feeling good and we're doing fine. You only live once, that's our point of view. Come on and join us, we're counting on you. Breaking away for the good times.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. It was right. I was amazed.
Break away to
Well, thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Molson Canadian, breaking away to Canadian, breaking away to the good times.
In a world that seems to care about just getting there, the surprisingly fuel-efficient Mercury Marquis cares about how you arrive. Smooth Riding Marquis is a beautiful way to travel with its 5-liter engine and the largest luggage compartment in its class. Plenty of passenger space, too, with twin comfort lounge seats. Beautifully trim outside, beautifully spacious inside. Mercury Marquis cares about how you arrive. Mercury Marquis, when you want this special kind of ride, combined with spacious elegance.
Get a toaster oven that can broil as well as toast. The GE Broiler Toaster Oven. It top browns and toasts automatically. Oven bakes and warms all kinds of foods. It even broils steaks, hamburgers, and lots more. The easy-to-clean General Electric Broiler Toaster Oven. The one that top browns, toasts, bakes, and broils. From Canadian General Electric.
And now, from the Hockey Night in Canada Control Center, this week in the NHL, an inside look at the past week's activity throughout the league. Here is Brian McFarland.
Well, Dick, it was another busy week in the National Hockey League. First, winger Blaine Stoughton signed once again with Hartford, so there's cheering in Connecticut. And Blaine obviously gave up waiting for the Leafs to make a deal for him. A 56-goal man last year with Hartford. He'll give that club a much-needed boost, but don't rule out a future deal. Two of the so-called power clubs, Canadians and Islanders, discovered that winning feeling again this week, and about time, too, if you ask their many fans. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Flyers went back to their rough and rowdy ways with two penalty-filled hockey games, and in one of those games, Bobby Clark high-sticked Ranger rookie Mike Allison. It was a vicious check, and again, league officials heard cries to crack down on such behavior. Well, let's take a look now at Boston. Talk about a team with a whole lot of problems. The Boston Bruins going through the agony of the longest winless streak since the 66-67 season. All kinds of difficulty there. 7 games now with just 1 point to show for it. They may need John Rappel back shortly, and maybe they could use Jerry Cheevers, too. Cheevers, he may go back to the racetrack. Are the Bruins ready to give up? Well, not according to Brad Park, the all-star defenseman with the troubled knees. Let's listen to him now.
If somebody had told me how this season would progress for the first couple of weeks, I would have told them they were crazy. The Boston Bruins are a club that's not used to losing so many games on the road. It's been very disappointing. It's been frustrating. We've got to dig down now and turn it around and get going the way we're supposed to be able to and capable of. We have 9 new guys that were not in this lineup 2 years ago, and we have to put it together. And we've been working towards that end for the last 2 or 3 days, the last week. And I got a feeling with a heart on this hockey club and with the caliber of players that it's coming.
Christmas is coming, too, and there's another stern test for Brad and the Bruins tomorrow night when they meet Philadelphia. We'll return with Hockey Night in Canada in just a moment.
Putting in more gas and putting out more money? Maybe your car needs a tune-up with fresh Champion spark plugs. They can improve fuel economy. It's like getting more gas in your tank and more money in your bank. Fill her up with fresh Champions.
On this Canadian destroyer, about 250 men work as a team with some of the most advanced electronic equipment in the world, helping to keep Canada strong. If you've got what it takes, there may be a future for you in Maritime Command, full-time or part-time.
There's no life like it. There's no life like it. No, there's no life like it.
Ask us about you. You'll find us under Recruiting in the Yellow Pages.
My favorite designer label shirts, but I'd like some with the patent mark collar.
Only Arrow has the patented mark collar.
Only Arrow? Hey, wait a minute. These styles are really great.
Only Arrow has the revolutionary patented mark collar. Shaped not like a tube, but like a cone to fit the contours of your neck for comfort like never before. And a fresh, crisp look with the neckband out of sight. Excuse me, didn't you want some of those, too?
No. Only Arrow.
Your rad's all corroded, sir. Expensive, huh? You should have had Prestone, too.
Your water pump shot, lady. You should have used Prestone, too.
How much will this cost?
Rust and corrosion in your cooling system can cause overheating that damages your engine. Even these aluminum parts, they need protection, too. Prestone 2 fights rust and corrosion of all metal parts with a total protection formula no other antifreeze has. Get Prestone 2, the corrosion fighter.
A big man for Toronto this year has been Wilf Payma. Here he is now with Dave Hodge.
It has been a fast start for Wilf Payma. 8 goals in 10 games. That ranks him second in the Leaf team to Darryl Sittler, who scored his 10th tonight, and he is the league leader. How does this compare with some other starts you've had? Is this the fastest ever?
Well, definitely. Dave, like I said at the first of the year, I was running, 5 miles a day for 3 months, in the summertime. And I guess I built up a lot of stamina, and I got to camp. I was 2-3 pounds under my playing weight from last year, so I think it's got a big factor into it. And, things are going well, so, I can't complain now.
As you know, the Leafs have never had a 50-goal scorer, and you and Darryl are mentioned when this season is talked about. Is that something that enters your mind or not?
Well, I guess so sometimes, but, it's a long season, and... still a lot of games to go, but, I don't think we'll put it in, I don't think me and Darryl are going to put any pressure on ourselves. We're just going to go out there and make sure the team wins, first of all, and then we'll see how the puck goes in net after that.
This game is a pretty good example of what the Leafs have been doing. A couple of goals, but the other team got a couple of goals as well. Now, as you want to score goals, Joe Crozier also wants you to prevent them. How does that affect your play as a forward? Are there tendencies when you hear the coach say, get stronger defensively to lay back a little bit, or do you keep pushing yourself, and can it work both ways?
Well, definitely. You know, let's face it. If you're strong in your own end, and if you got the puck all the time, that means, you know, the opposite team doesn't have it, so you're going to come up with it, and you're going to get the best offense going. It just seems that as soon as they get in our end, it seems that we're not in good position, or we're not getting our checks very well, and they score again. So we're just going to have to work on it extra hard, you know, especially in our end.
You scored a goal when the Leafs went into Denver last year. Lanny McDonald would love to do the same thing tonight. What sort of things are going through his mind as he comes back, as you experienced last year?
Well, you know, when I went over there, I sure wanted to do well, and, you know, I wanted to beat them. And, you know, like I says, you know, the best team's going to win, and whoever works the hardest or whoever gets the breaks is going to win. And, you know, I'm just not putting pressure on myself. It's just that, you know, I can imagine how he feels. He wants to do really good, and he wants to show the people in Toronto that, you know, he was the old Lenny like he used to be.
Is there, you say that you're not putting pressure on yourself, and that's probably not the word that I mean or that you mean, but people are watching McDonald tonight. It's, in one way, his night. Does that creep into your mind at all in this game?
Oh, definitely. You know, he's been the favorite here for the last 6-7 years, and people are watching him, and I guess they expect him to do good, and he expects himself to do good. And, you know, I guess maybe he's putting a little pressure on himself, but on the other end, you know, I guess he wants his team to win, you know, first of all, and hopefully that, you know, everything's going to turn out well.
Thank you, Wilf, for being with us. Our intermission will continue on Hockey Night in Canada in just a moment.
Looks great, looks bright, great performance day or night. There's a brand new view in store for you, and Sanyo makes it better. Looks great, looks bright, great performance day or night. There's a brand new view in store for you, and Sanyo makes it better.
Sanyo presents Color Plus Television, Sanyo's finest color, plus Sanyo's most advanced features. A new wider angle 100-degree picture tube for shorter, sharper focus. Audio quality sound, advanced automatic picture control, and the latest in Sanyo remote controls. Sanyo Color Plus Television.
There's a brand new view in store for you, and Sanyo makes it better.
Introducing a car that combines the brainpower of German engineers, Japanese engineers, North American engineers, engineers from around the world. Introducing a world car, the new Ford Escort. Built in North America with better ideas from around the world, with high mileage ratings, 42 miles per gallon combined, 54 miles per gallon highway. Escort's roomy inside, with four-wheel independent suspension, front-wheel drive. Ford Escort, built in North America to take on the world.
The New York Islanders have been stumbling along, and their winless streak reached 6 games, but they had a big night against Montreal on Tuesday, and now they're back up to .500 hockey. Mike Bossy connected for 3 goals in the third period against Montreal. Look, that one just off the goalpost. He says, don't go away, folks. I'm coming right back and do it right. The Islanders keep the puck in. Here's Dennis Potvin, takes a shot around defenders. And in he comes, and out to Bossy, 22, slips it past Dennis Herron. And moments later, Bossy came back again. Slipped one through the legs of Baker, through the legs of Dennis Herron, then an empty net goal. The final score, 6-4, Islanders over Montreal. It was trick or treat in Winnipeg, Manitoba last night. The treat was a Halloween party for the fans, and the trick was a 6-5 Pittsburgh victory. The visiting team comes out ahead.
No, it's not a costume party. It's a Winnipeg Jets game. Jets fans fancy themselves best dressed in the NHL, and why not? Tuxedo Night last December 15th when the Montreal Canadiens were in town was a great success, and so too was this Halloween night. The prize for best costume on Halloween night, dinner for two with a favorite Jet. The Jets are off to a poor start this year, but that doesn't bother their fans who waited a long time to see their team get into the NHL. And they eagerly take part in promotions like this. Members of the Jets Booster Club who acted as judges got easily twice as many costumes as they expected. First prize went to these two overstuffed youngsters, Darren Rayside and Scott Sanders. What does this have to do with a hockey game?
Nothing. It has to do with Halloween. Maybe I'm hoping the Jets will come back from the dead.
What are you supposed to be?
The reincarnated version of Davy Crockett.
So what gave you your idea for your costume?
Well, I thought that the Jets should be reincarnated the way they've been playing on the road lately.
This is Scott Oak for Hockey Night in Canada.
No jokes, please, about some folks showing up disguised as hockey players in Winnipeg. Time now for our Player of the Week, and here he is. 5 goals and 6 assists for 11 points. That was Dave Taylor's record this past week as the Kings went 3-0-1 and now have a share of first place. Here's one goal coming up by Taylor from Dion, and another from Hallward. Two good reasons why Taylor was our Player of the Week. Lots of honorable mentions for Player of the Week this week in the NHL. Simmer, for example, 10 points in 4 games. Dion, 9 in 4. Sittler had the back-to-back hat tricks on the West Coast. Hedberg with 4 goals. Now, our goal of the week. Here it is. Rookie Jorgen Pettersson of the Blues gets credit for our goal of the week. His second of 3 against the New York Rangers. The Blues win it 5-4 as he deflected a shot past John Davidson. Well, that Pettersson looks like one of the best rookies we've seen in St. Louis in quite some time. And now let's take a look at the NHL scoreboard.
2-2 at the Gardens. Sittler's 10th of the season, 1 of the Leaf goals. The Canadiens hit 2 quick second period goals by Robinson and Gainey to lead the Rangers 2-1. Washington with Rick Green and Dennis Baruch scoring for a lead over Edmonton. Hartford led 1-0. Gradin and Brasser scored for Vancouver. Quebec has a 2-0 lead over the Flyers. Fatorik and Tardif. No score, just underway in St. Louis. And in other games, the Buffalo Sabres and the Detroit Red Wings are tied 2-2. John Ogrodnik, both goals for Detroit. Our Player of the Week, Dave Taylor, has scored his 9th of the season to put Los Angeles ahead of the Islanders 2-1. Pittsburgh, Minnesota is also just started.
We're back in our broadcast location at Maple Leaf Gardens, and here's Bill Hewitt with a summary of that first period.
Okay, Brian. Sittler at 4:03, Salming at 4:45. The Leafs were out in front 2-0. Then McKechnie at 5:54. Boucher at 12:01. Shots on goal, Colorado 13 and Toronto 10.
And we remind you that next week, the Los Angeles Kings, they've lost only once so far this year, and they're ahead of the Islanders tonight, play the Montreal Canadiens at the Montreal Forum. That's next Saturday night. And this Saturday night, we have Don Cherry with us in the Gauntlet, Maple Leaf Gardens, as we get set for the second period of play between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Colorado Rockies.
Walt McKechnie at center. Gagne, number 17 on the left wing. Lanny McDonald, number 9 on the right side. McEwen and Ramage on the defense. The Leafs have Derlego at center. Vive and Hickey on the wings. And Turnbull and Boria Salming on the defense. And we're underway now. The Leafs win the draw. Salming going over to Turnbull. Turnbull takes a long shot for Vive. It's in behind him. It'll be called offside.
Give us a chance, Don, to talk about young Gagne of the Rockies. He has a bright future.
Better believe it. They made a good trade there. He's got 4 or 5 goals, of which he's got, I think he's got 5. I'll tell you, this kid is going to have a good future. Of course, he's playing with some 2 pretty good guys. Waller's done a heck of a job with him, I'll tell you.
Well, that helps. His folks are here tonight, too.
It's McEwen with the puck. McEwen goes back to Ramage. Ramage moves up for Colorado. A long shot right on. Sears having trouble with it. It was locked in his pads.
That's the second time tonight he's had a little bit of difficulty trapping a long shot in between the pads. He's such a likable guy, Yuri Sir. You can't help but rooting for him to succeed.
You see how they're lining up? McKechnie wants to get that back. This is what they used to do in Toronto. He'll cut across and blast it.
On the face-off, puck is cleared back of the Leaf net, kicked around by Salming, and now the Leafs move out. Derlego to Vive at center ice. Over the line to Derlego, going in with a backhand, and Al Smith had no trouble with that. Back come the Colorado Rockies. McKechnie for Lanny McDonald, and he was given a jolt by Salming. Goes around into the corner. And it's picked up by Turnbull against the boards with McKechnie.
Boy, if ever two players knew what to expect out there, it's Salming. And in this case, McDonald coming in. I think that one stung McDonald quite a bit, Don. He was
I think he hurt his leg there. I don't think he touched the puck, though.
Watch it. Here's Salming backing up. He knows McDonald well.
Well, again, Lanny, he gives it the old college try. He never backs down.
Malinowski, number 16 is center. Number 7 is Randy Pierce. Number 27 is Ron DeLorme. And the Leafs in their own territory. Dave Parrish, number 23, cleared it but not out. DeLorme then couldn't control it. Knocked it back. The Leafs bring it back. Paymal couldn't take the pass. Up for Malinowski. Over the line. Watched by Parrish and Picard. A quick pass intended for Terry Martin. Goes the length of the ice. Back to get it is Mike Kitchen, and that's called icing. From Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, this is Hockey Night in Canada.
July 9th, disaster strikes the Blackwood Mountains, and Homelight is there. Homelight, the chainsaw king, as rugged and reliable as the men who run it. Stop it at Stony Creek, and you've got a chance. And soon you're walking out the only way you know how, a winner. When the time in your life comes to get a chainsaw, get the King. A Canadian-made Homelight, the Chainsaw King.
And there's coach of the Maple Leafs. Foreclosure on the face-off. It's Picard. A quick pass up to Sittler. Sittler for Paymon. Paymon goes after it. Smith comes out of the net to cover. And it's cleared to the blue line, but not out. Parrish took a shot. That was wide of the net. And it goes up into the crowd.
Worked hard on that quick breakout, and it worked well there. Let's go to Montreal now. Catch the action. Oh, here's Robinson scoring for Montreal from Lapointe and Lafleur. And right afterwards, Gainey, I believe, came through from Montreal. Let's check it now. Lapointe moving in over the line. Rangers backing up. Remember, Esposito scored earlier, and there's the second Montreal goal. So the Canadians move in front 2-1 there in the second period at the Forum.
Back here, it's 2-2. Toronto and Colorado. Puck goes loose to Picard. Shot the puck into the corner. Going after it, number 27, Ron DeLorme. DeLorme shot it off the boards to center ice. Lines up on Sittler's stick. Trying to get it to Paymon. Paymon. Too well covered. DeLorme goes around on the boards with it. Stopped by Parrish. The deflected shot is wide. Pierce then just drives it down the ice. Parrish will go back and touch it, and that'll be icing.
Now, who's this fella, Don?
Well, that's Mike. I got accused of assaulting him last year. All I did was shake him and tell him to come off. But by the time I got to New York, it looked like I assaulted him.
Yeah, it made all the papers.
Well, he's a pretty good kid. He gets 20 goals a year, and he's all right.
You made up afterwards, huh? No hard feelings?
Well, not really.
Not really?
Well, all right. Still kind of strained.
Boschman, Saginaw, and Anderson. Dave Burrows. And Juris. Being set for the face-off. Mike Gillis, number 20, against Anderson. Puck goes to McEwen. McEwen shot it to the far wing. It bounced over a stick. Boschman took a shot way wide of the net. And Gillis shoots it out and down to center ice. Now it's the Leafs with Laurie Boschman going over the line. There's his shot. And he shot it wide. And Hickman goes into the crowd.
Don, you were saying attendance is not very good in Colorado these days. Do you have any feeling that the club might move out of there next year?
Well, I don't know if they'll move, but I know they had 4,600 and 5,000 in the American League. They're drawing more than that. And, they're going to lose a pile this year. I'm sorry to say.
17 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the second period. A 2-2 tie. Here's a chance for Anderson. Anderson into the corner. Trying to get it out in front. He was grabbed. Boschman has lost his glove. I believe there's going to be a penalty here. Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Cougar XR7, the pride of personal luxury, in a car that puts the excitement of tomorrow's technology at your fingertips. Special features let you create something special in a new age of fuel efficiency. Cougar XR7. Experience the pride of Cougar XR7 at the sign of the cat.
Boschman for roughing at 2:37. The Leafs will be shorthanded.
I guess Boschman didn't like the way that Dillon was holding on to him and give him a whack.
He's taken a lot of penalty minutes so far this year. 66 for Boschman.
And now the Leafs are shorthanded. Colorado with a man advantage, 6 men to 5. Wilf Pimon out there to try and kill off this penalty, along with Picard, Borja Salming, and Ian Turnbull. So they've got 3 defensemen and 1 forward out there. Up the ice, a pass over here on the left wing. Gillis shot it in wide of the net. They try to roll it in front. They do. Oh, and Cira made a great save on number 20, Mike Gillis.
There was a big save by Yuri Cira, and the crowd is responding as Gillis came close to smacking one past him. Watch it, Don.
Man, he puts it along the ice. You can't put it along the ice. Put her up high. Nice save, though. Nice save.
Got over quickly to smother that one.
Oh, he's quick. There's no doubt about that.
Let's go to Montreal. Check on the action there once again. Montreal and Rangers.
Shooting it in back of the Ranger net. Narwhal flipped it right back where Gainey stopped it. He left it for Savard. Closing in. Score!
Well, you can see the reaction of Davidson as Savard scores from the point after being set up by Bob Gainey. Looks like Gainey's having a big night for Montreal, and the Canadians are coming out of their slump. 3-1 second period.
Walt McKechnie with Lanny McDonald and Gagner as the puck is shot down the ice. Ramage goes back for it. Ramage and McEwen, the 2 defensemen. Going after that puck was Robert Picard. Lanny McDonald getting it over to McEwen. McEwen to Lanny McDonald. Gets it over the line, covered by Turnbull. Turnbull had them all tied up. Walt McKechnie back to the blue line. Over here to McEwen. Here's setting up Lanny McDonald, going right in and goal. Oh, and Yuri Cira made a brilliant save on Lanny McDonald.
Well, they're responding to Cira once again, and I guess McDonald might have had an equally big response that he scored.
Well, the big thing is Picard's getting all tied up. He's not doing a good job at all. He's supposed to be killing penalties. He can't be running out to the point whacking guys. I don't think, and there he goes off the ice. Joe saw that right away, too. See, he's talking to him on the bench. You can't get tied up like that.
No,
that's brutal.
Turnbull skated right past his check, too.
16:26 remaining in the second period. A 2-2 tie. Turnbull off the boards. Just sits out. Here's a chance for Pat Hickey. 1 man back. Trying to catch up. Is Pamon going right in a goal? Oh, and a great save by Al Smith. Pamon another shot, and he nearly found the open net. It comes out to Al Smith again. And he shot it into the corner. Pamon's back there again. Oh, he sets up Hickey. Hickey shot it, and Al Smith stopped that one. 3 great scoring opportunities missed by the Maple Leafs. Back comes Lanny McDonald, and he still has it. Goes back of the net. McEwen comes back to McKechnie. McKechnie into McEwen. McEwen shoved off the puck by Paymont. And McKechnie shot it wide. Cleared by Ramage into Lanny McDonald again. Gets it into the corner. It's shot back and went by. McEwen shooting it back down the ice. Ramage goes after it. Boschman is back out. And we still remain at a 2-2 tie. Cleared by Vauture, number 29. Juris shoots it around on the board. Ricky Vive, then to Billy Derlego. He's over the line. There's his shot. It's stopped out. A big rebound. Comes back. There's a shot by Vive. And it's deflected back to the blue line. They're starting to open up. Vive to Derlego. Derlego drives the puck in. Joel Quenbo bump his check. They go to the boards. The fans are enjoying it. This is Hockey Night in Canada from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Jack, when was the last time Willie caught something?
Oh, about 1964.
For more summers than they can remember, Willie and the boys have tried to catch dinner and joked about it over an X.
Willie, what do you want on your hot dog?
Well, at least I didn't have to clean it.
Molson Export keeps on tasting great.
Good action in this second period. Close calls at both ends of the ice.
Jack Balaket is out there. Boucher, number 29, is on the wing. Quenville on the defense. Also out there is Bobby Sheehan. Now we have a fight.
Boucher and Stuart Gavin. Haven't seen much of Gavin. Seeing a lot of them now. You notice the rival players and the home team players getting back into the designated areas as best they can. So the new rule worked rather well in that case.
Well, it'll take a little while to get it going, but I think it's a good rule. They used to get together and do a little dance, and they were embarrassed sometimes to be standing there, and I think it's a good rule. Usually I'm not for those kind of rules, but I think this is a good one.
Well, it was ironic a few moments ago that the players involved in the trade last year had excellent scoring chances. First McDonald at the Leaf end, then Paymont and Hickey came right back and really tested Al Smith.
Well, when I see Al playing that way, it breaks my heart. I tell you, that's all we needed. Like, I don't like to repeat myself, but I played with Smith, and he's a great goalie. 36 years old. There they go.
This is how it started. Off the face-off circle.
Well, they're not going to do much. They both grabbed the hold, but pretty tough to fight, you know, with those helmets on. You ever saw the guy's hands after a good fight? I'll tell you, their hands are, you can see right into the bone, and there's more injuries with those helmets on now than there was before because when they fight.
They'd be wise to leave the gloves on. Not going to do much damage anyway.
Ooh, I never thought of that.
On
or
the face
eliminate the fighting.
Or don't do that.
Into the corner. Puck goes all the way back out to center ice. Solming. A long pass offside was number 16, Pat Hickey.
Well, a lot of goal scoring at the Forum as well tonight. This time it's the turn of the Rangers to come through. Ron Greshner winds into a shot against Dennis Herron. It slips through, and it's 3-2 now. Montreal in front. They're still in the second period.
Malinowski at center. Pierce on one wing. Puck is shot in. Ron DeLorme on the other. The puck came out in front. There was nobody there, and back come the Colorado Rockies. A pass down the ice. It's over the red line. Solming didn't get to it first. Play goes right on. There's this shot that was fanned on. Hickey for Derlego and by. Hit the back of his skate. DeLorme gets it in. Malinowski fanned on his pass, and the puck is cleared into the crowd.
14:02 to play. 2-2 score here at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Another deal that Imlach made. Vive and Derlego for Butler and Williams.
Well, they got a lot of first-round draft choice out there. It looks like the a little patient with them, and he's coming through.
They got some youth there, too, in those two.
McKechnie with McDonald. Gagne. Long pass up the center for Sittler. He's out there with Payma, and it was directed with a glove.
All right, let's go back to the Forum. I understand there's been another goal there.
On the right side. Al Lambert again. Nice pass this time. Jarvis going in. Score!
Oh, Davidson backing in there, and Jarvis scores from Lambert for Montreal, so they lead it now 4-2. Good pass outside the line, coming right in. Where's Davidson backing up?
Toronto 2, Colorado 2 with 13:42 remaining in the second period. Puck is cleared by McEwen down the ice, going back for it. Farish, Dave Farish touches it. This time it is icing. Called back. With the score, Colorado 2, Toronto 2. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
It happens every morning. The new Braun Micron 2000 does it. The Braun Micron 2000, built to shave Braun close. Built to perform for perfectionists. With a platinum-coated micro-thin foil, the Braun Micron 2000, German precision in your bathroom every morning.
The puck is cleared in front, and Sittler just missed that one. Trevor Johansson gets the puck down the ice. Lanny McDonald goes after it. He gets it to Walt McKechnie. Gagne right in front to score!
Oh, pretty goal by the rookie we talked about. Paul Gagne, not 50 feet from where his parents are sitting watching. This former Windsor star really finished off that play nicely. Don?
Well, there's Lanny McDonald. Now look at the work of this guy. This guy, I think he's got a sore leg. Waller, I told you, was playing great. Gagnon comes across. He knew what he was doing. Bingo. I think Waller deserves a lot of credit.
Oh, perfect pass from McKechnie. The way he flipped it over there and laid it right on the stick. Here's where McKechnie picked it up. Look at Gagne go in, all alone.
Couldn't happen to two nicer guys, I'll tell you that.
Where was the check on Gagne?
Somebody let him go.
There he is, his sixth goal.
Looks like he's had a few teeth knocked out.
6:43. 6:43, the official time of Gagne's goal from McDonald and McKechnie, and Colorado Rockies lead now 3-2 in the second period. Dave Burrows at center ice. Pass over to Juris. Juris handed it to Quenville. Quenville gave it to Anderson. Quenville again, but not able to get it out. Now it finally trickles out over the blue line, and it's brought down the ice now by the Colorado Rockies. A long shot. Had a little bit difficulty with that. Now the Leafs bring it back. Saganuk at center. A long shot off the board. Ramage cleared it, but not out. Here's Saganuk getting a chance. He rolled it. Al Smith made the save. Puck is still in Colorado territory. Now it's brought out by Gary Dillon. Got the rest of the way in by Deblois. Deblois covered by Juris. Gets it loose. Puck came out in front. Sierra's got it, holds onto it for a faceoff.
Gives us a chance once again to go to the Montreal Forum. Check on the game. Montreal and New York Rangers.
In front it goes. Back to LaPointe.
Call by Bob Cole. Goal by LaPointe. Shutt and LaRouche draw assists on this one. And again, they score from long range. That was deflected, I believe.
Yeah, hit somebody's skate there. Not much you can do about that one. Well, we're having a little trouble down here.
I was watching the monitor. What's happening in front of us? Well, I guess you were watching that Forum goal, too.
Nothing much.
Gavin moves over, and so does Vaucher to make room for Dillon, the former Marley, who's looking good for Colorado tonight. And Laurie Boschman in there again for the second time in this period. Talking to Boschman coming home from their West Coast trip, Don, he was saying the penalty records are really going to be out of line this year with all these misconduct penalties that are being assessed.
Same thing happened to Ramage. I think his first 3 games he had 3 misconducts right off the bat for not going, to neutral corner or whatever they call it. So it's going to really be shoot up this year, for sure.
I think, Don, you can point out now, I believe that this is the first time we've seen the offsetting minor penalties, and they don't have to play a man short.
Yeah, well, I think it's a good idea. For a while there, there was 3-on-3 so many times that everybody, when you get 3-on-3, everybody plays cozy. Nobody wants to take a chance, and it was brutal hockey to watch.
Both these fellows got a minor penalty and a 10-minute misconduct. That's a lot of time. A lot of time for the fans to be deprived of seeing some of the star players.
Yes, and look how long it's taken just to play this. You know what I mean? Like one little. But I guess they got to enforce things.
Puck goes back of the net. Picked up there by the Leafs. Cleared out by Ian Turnbull to center ice. Shot right back in by Ramage. Zira came way out of the net. Goes back from Valaket over to Ramage again. Ramage nearly gave it away, but he moves up through center, then lost it to Derlego, who in turn was checked. Here's the drive. Zira stopped that. Harry Dillon let it fly. Puck into the corner. Now it's Hickey. As the two teams are trying to change. Up to center ice. Over the line, Derlego. And he's stopped. Quenville getting it down the ice. And it's Boria Salming. Salming, a long pass for Paymont. And McKechnie gets out to cover that. He's out with Lanny McDonald. Goes back into Colorado territory. Around to Quenville. Quenville to Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald with a burst of speed. Takes a shot and he fired it high and wide. And Paymont gets a break. Paymont 2-on-1 with Sittler. Over the line. Sittler goes after it, left it there. Now he has it handed back to him behind the net. Paymont right in front. And it's McKechnie getting a hold of it. Knocked out to the blue line. Lanny McDonald at center ice. Over the blue line. Lanny McDonald gets around one. Still has it. Over for Johansson. Johansson shot it, and it ends up on Parrish's stick. Around for Picard. Picard. Off the boards for Sittler. Too well covered. And Colorado had possession at center ice. Malinowski. And Zero went down as Malinowski bumped into him. Back on the ice are Anderson and Gillis. Puck goes in back of the net. Malinowski still has it. 3-2 in favor of Colorado. Sittler. There's right in front. Now Randy Pierce had that set up. This game is coming to you from Toronto.
Mustang. The sky's the limit for 1981. Now, Mustang's available with a rakish new T-roof. Mustang, born to race with the wind, sure-footed to handle quick turns. Mustang, a world of fuel economy you might not expect from such a high-spirited car. Mustang! Capture a Mustang, North America's most popular sporty car. At your Ford dealer now.
On the face-off, Leafs in possession. Juris to Derlego. Derlego flipped it down the ice. There won't be any icing on that one. Johansson goes back for it. Johansson deflects in front. Back up for the Rockies to center ice. A quick pass. Malinowski trying to get through the defense. Does. Shoots and scores!
Right around Burroughs. Some loose work at the Leaf blue line. You know, Pierce just missed a goal. Seconds earlier, his shot went flying high into the crowd. Now the Rockies come right back and lead by 2. Watch this move around Burroughs by Malinowski and Merlin, the magician.
Well, I got to admit, that's a beautiful goal. I'll tell you that. Beautiful setup. Down, he's down again. Watch, he's down. He falls down over the thing. That's all you have to do.
Burroughs made a little misstep trying to go to his right, just inside the blue line. He slipped
what we try to do in hockey is try to play a hinge, one guy up. He was flat-footed, away he goes. You just can't stand flat-footed.
4 straight goals for the Rockies. They lead 4-2.
Johansson also got an assist on the play. 10:26 is the official time of the scoring play. So now we have 9 minutes, 25 seconds.
Gone in to save that stick. He's never going to use that stick again.
Let's not get too personal there. 9:25 to play. 4-2, Rockies in front.
I think he just hurt his hand.
Yeah.
You'll say that.
It's Boreas Salming into the corner. It goes over to Terry Martin. A shot that goes to Boreas Salming. He knocked it down the ice. That's wide of the net. Going back to touch it is McEwen, and that's icing against the Leafs.
Pro Tips with Howie Meeker. Join us in the second intermission for our popular intermission feature, stressing the skills of the game. You'll learn, and you'll laugh.
The Leafs bring the puck to center. Darryl Sittler tried to hit Terry Martin. That goes into the Leaf bench.
I hope you're going to stay around for pro tips, Don.
Yeah, I'd like to learn something. But, you know, it all goes back to Kmont missing that breakaway and Smith coming up with a big save. You get a goaltender make a big save like that, they bing, away they come back.
Souvenir time in the stands.
Leafs have possession of the puck. Colorado leads 4-2 in the second period. Puck out at center ice. Ian Turnbow gets it over. Kurt Gavin shoots it in. McEwen back of the Colorado net. Shot it past Sheehan down the ice. And it's a race for it. Gavin goes back first. Touches it. Icing is the call against Colorado.
Well, we played just over half a hockey game, and again tonight, the Leafs have given up 4 goals already. How in the world does a coach get his team to cut down the goals against?
Well, you know, I've seen that happen so many times before. When you wrap in 2 quick goals, hey, this is going to be a cakewalk, and then you say, well, let's have a little rout here, and what happens is you lose that momentum, and that's exactly what happened. They come back, popped one in, and away they go, and I've seen that happen like 100 times. I don't know, either get a new goalie or sharpen up your defense.
Good explanation.
Billy Derlego out there with Pat Hickey, Rick Five. Walt McKechnie comes to center to Lanny McDonald on the right side. Shot back. Trevor Johansson and Hickey goes back to center ice, though. Dave Ferris shoots it in. Going back to get it there, Joel Quenneville. Quenneville unable to get it out. McKechnie and Pat Hickey. Trevor Johansson gets it up on the right side. Lanny McDonald to Walt McKechnie. Over the line. And that's knocked out to center ice. Johansson to Quenneville. He handed it to Derlego. Derlego was knocked flying by Quenneville. McKechnie at center ice now. Gets it over for Gagne and ends up on the stick of Picard. The Leafs coming up at center ice. Shoot the puck in. Going back for it is Quenneville again. He seems to be all over the ice. Picard drives one in. There's Quenneville again. Gets it up on the left side of Gagne. Gagne goes over the blue line. Stops. Ball. Right in front of the net. And that was just missed by Deblois. Now here's a chance for Saginac. Saginac took a shot, hit the side of the net. Anderson right in front. Martin just failed to tip it. Goes back at center ice. 6 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 Colorado. Martin drives the puck into the Rockies territory. Al Smith to McEwen. Up to Gagne. Gets it ahead to Milanowski. Milanowski of Colorado. Into the corner. Centered it right out in front. Rocky Saginac shoots it to the other side. Finally knocked down the ice. Going back to get it is Mike McEwen. And that will be icing. Live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, this is Hockey Night in Canada.
Every once in a while, for years now, Vern and the boys have picked a little country and congratulated each other over an X.
Well, an old song like an old friend, Molson Export Ale keeps on tasting great.
Molson Export keeps on tasting great.
In the crowd, the blonde lady is Wendy Sittler.
Sittler got the puck over. Cleared by Turnbull on this wing to Paymo. Paymo goes back for Daryl Sittler. Too well covered by Ron DeLorme. Goes out to center ice again. Turnbull will try with Salming. A pass. Knocked down, and Ramage gets it right back into the Leaf zone where Boreas Salming has it. Salming off the boards. Sittler couldn't get out. Here's a pass. Pelicat, and a shot by number 7, Randy Pierce. Was just wide of the open side of the net. They get a whistle. 5:42 left.
I feel sorry for that Randy Pierce. I remember last year Cyril used to rob him time and time again. He's done it tonight a couple of times too. Pierce
in the last 5 minutes here.
Remember that? Poor Pierce, he must be talking to himself. Look at him down there.
Much improved hockey player, though, as I recall, when he entered the league.
I'll tell you, him and DeLorme, they're two pretty good hockey players. I like them. They're good, I hate to call it journeymen. They'll get you 20, 25 goals every year. Twinville, I think, has been the outstanding player on both sides as far as I'm concerned.
Joel Quenneville, number 22, playing on the defense. Along with Trevor Johansson. Puck cleared, but not out. Shot around by Ron DeLorme. Zeroes out of the net. Picard couldn't get it out. Pierce got it back. Quenneville just shot one wide. Goes in back of the net again, and the Leafs are having all kinds of trouble getting out of their own zone. Johansson had it knocked off his skate offside at the Maple Leaf blue line.
5:14.
Well, I don't know. It's something that happened with the Leafs. And like I said earlier, that what happens, you get those 2 goals, you let down, you can't turn it on, you can't turn it off like a tap. And the Rockies got an awful lot to prove. And I don't know, they don't seem to have that intensity. They think the Rockies were going to be a piece of cake, and they're not anymore.
Not tonight.
Cleared by Picard. That's McKechnie out there with Gagner and Lanny McDonald. McDonald going right in, and he shot that one. Bounced out to center ice. Shot right back into the corner. And it's touched by Dave Farish and icing. Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
There's nothing like it when you've been working.
What a trip. You're not going to catch me cooking tonight.
Don't have to. We'll pick up Kentucky Fried Chicken on the way home.
Now, that's the best announcement you've made all day. A lot of good chicken for the price, Colonel. And it sure is convenient for us.
There's nothing like the way your boys and girls make your finger licking good.
There's nothing like it.
Thank you, Colonel.
Good chicken.
Rockies leading the Leafs 4-2. 4:52 to play in the second period.
On the face-off, McKechnie covered Martin, but it's brought out by Trevor Johansson. Johansson shot it over the line. Lanny McDonald went in, but it was offside.
Well, you know, Bill, you got an awful lot of guys on that Rocky club that's got something to prove. They've been waiting for this for a month. And, you know, they're in front of, we found this when you can see the guys when they come into Toronto, when we was with Boston, they can hardly wait to get on the ice. Toronto has a burden to bear because everybody can hardly wait. Because let's face it, a lot of hockey players, where most of them come from Ontario, and motion, they were sky high. I know Lanny could hardly wait to get on the ice tonight.
Same with Washington. When they come in here, they've been ridiculed for a while, and they'll be primed.
Absolutely.
Puck slides around to the boards in Leaf territory. Boreas Salming unable to get it out. Getting in front is Sheehan, and he lost it. And here's a break down the right side for Saginac. Saginac shoots. Smith had no trouble with that. He came about 5 feet out to cut off the angle. Now it's back for John Anderson. He handed it to Gillis, and Gillis just shoots it into Leaf territory. Robert Picard Now it's still at center ice. Now it goes over to the blue line, and they call the play.
Well, there's Dobie Gillis. That's what they call the players. Call him Dobie. He's had a hard luck career. Every time he gets going, he breaks a leg. I think he's broken his leg twice. He had his knee last year.
Collarbone.
Oh, everything
Somewhere
here
along the way.
And he's just starting to come back now. He worked hard to get in shape. He's having a little tough goal scoring, but at least he's playing.
Well, he's played with Kingston Juniors. You should have got in your plug for the Wolf Island Old Timers.
Yeah, I was supposed to coach them this year, but they said they'd pass for a while.
Mike McEwen of the Colorado Rockies. Clearing pass, stopped by Paymont. Paymont goes over under the left wing. Gavin goes down. Covered by DeLorme. The puck is loose. Settler's trying to dig it out. It goes into the corner. Shot to the blue line, but not out. Back of the net. Here's right in front of the net. It was scored! Darryl Sittler slipped it in underneath Al Smith.
An unusual goal because there was some hesitation on the part of the Leafs. Should Sittler get the puck or should Gavin? Gavin said, I'm going for it, and Sittler stayed in front, and it paid off in a goal before Smith could get back.
Looks like it had eyes.
Just over the line.
All right, I think they're going to win now. That's if Rockies could have got out of this period up 2, but I think Toronto's going to win now. That's very disheartening, I'll tell you.
You heard it from Don Cherry. He calls this the turning point in the hockey game. We'll see if it turns out to be that with 3:29 left in the period. Darryl Sittler, his 11th goal, 2 here tonight.
And number 99 will Paymont. Time 16:31.
16:31 was the time of Sittler's second goal of the night from Gavin and Paymont. Puck is out to center ice again. Quenville's back there to cover up. Over to Valiquette. Jack Valiquette shot the puck in. Sira stopped it for Turnbull. Turnbull cleared a pass to Sittler again. He shot it out to center ice. Knocked over to this wing with 3:02 remaining in the period. Pierce tries a pass, and the Leafs clear right back to center ice. Quenville right onto the stick of Turnbull. Ahead to Sittler. Sittler takes a shot off the post. He wrapped that one right off the post. Down the ice for Turnbull. Ian Turnbull. Moving up slowly. Over to Dave Parrish. Shot it over the line. Cleared by Quenville again to McKechnie. To Gagne. Gagne's over the line. Shot it around on the boards to Lanny McDonald. He let it go. Ramage moves up. The puck goes over on this right side, and the Leafs have it. By it for Derlego. Derlego knocks the puck into the corner. Ramage goes to the boards with Derlego. McKechnie around on the boards. McKechnie with it again. Came out in front. Gets it over to Ramage on the right side, number 5 of Colorado, over the line. That was shot wide. Sura couldn't get to it. Now Ramage again with a shot at the side of the net. Comes out in front, and the Leafs have 4 of them going to center ice. 5 over the blue line. Into for Derlego. The puck is underneath, and play is called.
Young Ramage had a tough time last year. His first-round draft choice. Every time he stepped on the ice last year, he'd have a goal scored, and it was tough, I'll tell you.
Darryl Sittler got the 3rd Leaf goal. Watch him snap one off the goal post here. You know, he's been on a hat streak binge, you might say. 2 hat tricks on the West Coast to give him 14 for his career. The leader is Esposito with 32, and he's in a position now to get a 3rd goal here tonight.
Al moved a little slow on that one. It dipped a little, but I should have been out farther. Another hat trick. I'm not supposed to say anything about his stick anymore, so they have no, he's told me not. Don't say anything about my stick.
It's a chance for Paymont, and he drove it into the corner. Trevor Johansson got the puck to center, but the Leafs bring it right back, only to have it knocked out again by Kitchen. Up at center right. Puck goes back to up for Kitchen. He shot the puck in. Malinowski goes after it. Bumped into the boards. Turnbull getting it around. Long pass over to Gavin to Sittler. Sittler for Paymont. Paymont just couldn't get a shot away. Back for Randy Pierce. Long shot off the boards. Gavin. Now the puck is knocked back all the way up to center ice. McEwen, Ramage. Puck goes to Dave Parrish. Parrish just flips it out. Intercepted by Walt McKechnie, who drives it right back in again. Shearer out of the net. He shot the puck into the corner. Lanny McDonald went down. Now a long pass for Pimon. Shot back into the Colorado territory. Up again for Gagne to McKechnie, but that's offside. 14 seconds remaining. Second period.
Strong effort by Walt McKechnie. You can talk about his stick if you want, Don, because it's quite similar to Darryl Sittler's in the blade, you might say.
Yeah, well, we don't talk about the sticks anymore, because if you say my stick's not any good, I'll say yours. So it's like a status quo. Nobody says anything.
Well, if you didn't talk about all the things you're not supposed to talk about, you wouldn't have much to say up here.
No, I mean, the players don't go to the referees and say, this stick's bad, this stick's bad, because half the sticks will be thrown away.
McEwen shoots the puck out and down the ice. Borja Salmi. A quick pass. Tried to hit. Derlego went down. 2 seconds left. Sura stopped the puck. There goes the bell, and the second period is over. So the score at the end of the second period is Colorado 4, Toronto 3.
Over the hills, under the sun, way up in the sky. The farther out you go, the more you need Super Radio.
CGE's new AM/FM Super Radio pulls in stations from hundreds of miles away, so you can go far away and still get down a great sound.
Over the hills, under the sun, way up in the sky. The farther out you go, the more you need Super Radio.
New Super Radio from Canadian General Electric.
You can do it, so go to it.
Canadian Tire energy savers are money savers.
You can do it,
And there's no better time than right now to get those energy-saving jobs done.
so go to it.
Inside and outside.
You can do it.
Home or car. Canadian Tire has what it takes to save energy and money now. So go to it.
It's for people like you, people who do.
We did it!
Canadian Tire. You put it on and leave it on, 'cause that's how it works. 'Cause that's how it works.
What are you doing? You just shampooed your hair.
And now I'm using Resdan.
Why?
If dandruff starts coming back in 4 hours, I want something that stays on to control it. Listen, would you expect your deodorant to work if you washed it off?
No. How can something work if it's not there?
Precisely. So I use Resdan. You put it on and leave it on.
Because that's how it works.
The new Mercury Lynx, built in North America with world-class fuel economy. 54 miles per gallon highway, 42 miles per gallon combined city highway. Lynx, with outstanding performance from a unique CVH engine, advanced transmission, and aerodynamic shape. Lynx, front-wheel drive for traction, four-wheel independent suspension for smoothness, advanced computer technology, and a spacious inner world for 4 adults. A world-class car built in North America. Mercury Lynx.
The Rockies took a 4-2 lead. Paul Gagne, the rookie, with his 6th of the season. He leads the Colorado Rockies in goal scoring. Malinowski and then Sittler replied for the Leafs for the 2nd of the night, his 11th of the season. At this point, he is tied for the league lead with Charlie Simmer of the Los Angeles Kings. And most hockey fans in Toronto and everywhere else will know this man who has not been back here since last Christmas. I guess you've been waiting a long time to come back to the Gardens and play against the Leafs in front of the fans that meant so much to you. Tell us what this day was all about leading up to the game and how you felt out there for 2 periods.
Well, really, I'm glad I didn't feel tonight like I felt this morning. I had 2 left feet in practice, and I was very nervous. And the guys have been great all day, and they all know what a big game it is, not only for myself and 4 other guys that used to play for the Leafs, but for us to stay above 500. And so it's a big hockey game all the way around, and we're just glad that going into the third, we're ahead.
To say that the Rockies are at 500 after 10 games is something that you couldn't have said in any other year of the Rockies' existence. Good or bad from your point of view, though?
Well, I think the biggest thing is our young fellows, especially our defense, have really carried us. Our oldest defenseman is 24, and they've played with a lot of enthusiasm and instilled a little bit of extra spirit into everyone, and it's been a very satisfying first 10 games, and we're looking for bigger and better things.
You had a problem right off the bat at training camp. I know, a pulled groin, and I'm sure personally you're not satisfied with the statistics. Is that all straightened around now?
Well, finally, I really started training camp the day before the season opened. I skated on the Friday and played on the Saturday, and so really I'm about a month behind the rest of the guys, and just now, the last about 3-4 days, I've really felt like instead of skating in the ice, I'm finally back on top again, and feel like I've got my legs again.
I know you're very happy in Denver to play for Don Cherry. You had nothing but good things to say about him. He's gone. Billy McMillan is there. Has that been a difficult time? And I don't mean that there should be anything negative said about Billy McMillan, but I think you understand, for the players who were so close to Cherry.
Oh, it was a very trying time over the summer to realize that Don Cherry wouldn't be back. For me, he put the fun back in the game. I just loved playing for the guy. It was a highlight in my career. And now Billy has stepped in, and between him and Terry Harper, they've done just a super job, and Terry's really worked hard with the defense, and as you can see, we've had good results out there.
Having been traded once, and perhaps hearing some rumors that you're going to be traded twice, how secure do you feel in this uniform?
Well, I think as long as the team is winning, we'll be secure, and everyone on the team will be secure. But you have to understand that when things are going bad, like they were in the Maple Leaf system last year, changes have to be made. And unfortunately, I was one of those changes. Hopefully, if things go bad in Colorado, I won't be one of those changes, and I'd like to stay there for a long time. We love it there.
Is it bothersome to play before 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 fans after being used to playing in front of 16,000 every night here?
Well, we've just put it in everyone's mind in the dressing room that before the end of this year, with the guys we have in the dressing room, we're going to be playing before 16,000 fans, and we're going to keep that franchise there.
A pretty optimistic way to look at it. Lanny, we thank you very much, and good luck is, of course, obvious and well meant.
Thank you very much.
Lanny McDonald, who has an assist to one of the 4 Colorado goals tonight. The Rockies lead by 1 after 2 periods. Coming up next, Pro Tips with Howie Meeker as we talk about skating. Tips from the stars of the NHL to youngsters who would like to do it as well. Hockey Night in Canada continues in just a moment.
About this time every year, my partner and I head out on our annual cattle drive. Used to get pretty rugged, but now we got this new Ford club wagon. Told my partner about the club because of its strong body-on-frame construction, twin I-beam front suspension, and very good mileage. But heck, what's a cattle drive without stereo and captain's chairs, huh? Of course, we'll also take along our Ford Super Van. The extra load length really helps on a cattle drive.
Cattle drive?
Well, she'd hate a cattle car.
See your Ford or Mercury dealer.
Now, from Eveready, the Energizer.
We took the Energizer test. Fantastic. We put premium Energizers in Patrick's car and regular carbon batteries in its twin. Watch. The Energizers lasted 7 times longer than our regular batteries. 7 times. We're convinced. The only battery for us is premium Energizer.
The Energizer, for life.
A lot longer life.
You wake up in the middle of the night. You've had a nightmare. You dreamt that your hard-earned money began to escape through small cracks around your doors and up to the attic. It's not a dream. It's what can actually happen if your home is not insulated properly. You write to InnerSave, Box 10,000, Ottawa. We'll give you a personalized evaluation of your home and how to make it more fuel efficient. We can even help you save money doing it. InnerSave, you have what it takes.
Hello. I was a dedicated blade shaver until my wife bought this Remington microscreen shaver because it would shave as close as a blade or your money back. The first microscreen is so thin it shaves incredibly close. The second, even closer. I was so impressed. Because it would shave as close as a blade or your money back. The first microscreen is so thin it shaves incredibly close. The second, even closer. I was so impressed. I bought the company. The Remington microscreen will cost you very little. The company cost me considerably more. The Remington microscreen shaves as close as a blade, or I'll give you your money back.
Get a complimentary leather wallet with the purchase of a Microscreen 3000.
Skating. This tricky turn enables Dave Christian to reverse direction without coming to a full stop.
Sure beats doing stops and starts.
Whew. That's about the only skating drill we did in the 40s. In a moment, we'll show you how things have changed.
NHL Pro Tips brought to you by Zellers. Our low prices are just the beginning. Everything starts with Z.
I'm a real hockey fan. So why don't I go to the games? Because I never want to miss the game that's on TV. It's the only place I can hear about Zeller's Hockey Fans Special. See, every Monday, Zellers drops the price of a special item for fans watching this show.
This Monday, Zellers drops the price of Silky & shampoo or conditioner or Track 2 blades down to $1.97 each. Plus, Fabergé's Brute 33 football tote bag with splash deodorant and moisturizer for a low $6.97. This Monday, only at Zellers.
Nice shot, Zellers.
A few years ago, when you were in the Montreal Canadian organization, the top juniors in the country usually ended up in Halifax. Did they have any skating problems?
Yeah, a lot of them had some problems, Howie, in regard to, they were always pretty good fellows for skating straight ahead and that, but they always had a weakness probably going laterally or any turns that they would have to make. There was areas where they were pretty deficient, and we worked quite a bit on that in our practices. We tried to emphasize the skating into turning and the crossovers.
With the proper drills and a lot of hard work, even the best skaters can get better. The beginners and the average skater can become very proficient. Guy Lafleur works to improve his backward skating. Dave Christian practices a turn that always keeps him facing the puck. Larry Robinson develops power going backwards and makes a near-perfect 180-degree turn and stops on a dime. Kevin McCarthy goes back to the circle, and it takes good posture, balance, and agility to master this tricky routine. To improve lateral movement, the Big Bird does crossovers with the puck.
These are great drills. The other thing that was I think is really important is in Canada here we de-emphasized or totally ignored the figure skating contribution that could be made to balance and and making a young kid a good hockey player. As far as skating is concerned, we should look at the figure skating contribution that can be made.
Balance and the proper posture, which leads to body control, are the two ingredients needed to become a good skater. Jean-Denis Martin showed our cast many drills that would improve balance. Both Bobby and Guy had problems, but it wasn't long before they got the hang of it. But it took them a little longer to satisfy the director.
Take 69. After 200.
Glenn, you endorsed rather than totally teaching a youngster how to play the game, we should first teach him how to skate?
Oh, there's no question about that. I think you have to have the skating. To me, is the first thing you have to have down pat.
The problem that a lot of the children have, and the coaches don't teach them, is that when you're skating around in the circle, you have to be able to cross over so that you don't lose speed while you're skating around. Being able to pick up speed as you turn. And not only do you have to be able to go forwards, but you have to be able to go backwards as well.
You can't beat skating the circles with a puck. On their own, kids soon tire, get bored, and stop working. Add a chaser, make it a competition, and they never stop trying. It also helps develop puck control.
Have you got a problem teaching your young hockey player how to skate backwards? Well, just as he couldn't run before he could walk, he can't backwards skate before he learns proper balance. This is the drill you should use. First, crossing over with small steps, feeling really comfortable on the skates and keeping that balance. You move this drill 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get comfortable in this position, it's just the same thing, backwards skating.
Folks, anybody and everybody can learn to skate and skate well. Not like this fella coming at you right now. He's probably the best hockey skater in the world. But with the right program, skates that fit, and a little work, becoming a good skater is as easy as falling off a slippery log.
I'm a midget in the crowd. So come on, guys, let's just sprint around, have some fun, and do some drills.
Which one, sir?
Which one? The one that you can't do, this one. This one. Come on, Larry.
Do it backwards. Hey, skaters, don't be afraid to try skating and balance drills that you're not sure you can do. We've shown you just how good these fellas can be, and there's much more to come. But they kept working at this drill until they all could do it better than Grant.
How to take advantage of Zeller's Hockey Fan Special. Tip number 1, timing. Get to Zeller's on Monday. Tip number 2, keep your eye on the Hockey Fan counter. That's where you'll score big savings like this.
This Monday, Zeller's drops the price of Silky & shampoo or conditioner or Track 2 blades down to $1.97 each. Plus, Fabergé's Brute 33 football tote bag with splash deodorant and moisturizer for a low $6.97. This Monday, only at Zeller's.
Tip number 3, don't wear your skates to Zeller's. They scuff the floor.
Puck handling is one of the most important skills in hockey. You can't practice it enough. I don't waste any chance to practice puck handling. And I feel when I'm playing well, I can get that puck to do just about anything. Come on, let's go.
You think this is magic? It sure is. And about 200 NHL players will confirm that Bobby is a magician with the puck. NHL Pro Tips brought to you by Zellers. Our low prices are just the beginning. Everything starts with Zen.
Watch for pro tips and Howie Meeker and those NHL stars again next Saturday on Hockey Night in Canada. And in just a moment, watch for the third period as the Rockies try to hold on to a lead. They're 4-3 ahead of the Maple Leafs, live from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Hockey Night in Canada.
Isn't that a beauty? My first fish, 7 pounds or 3.175 kilograms. Jack, I need a picture.
Oh, yeah, fish, right. Let me take this. It must be so heavy. You've carried it around all day. Let me get you a cold egg.
Right up there, kid. Hang on. Okay. My man. Hey, lovely. Let me have one. Sure, John. It's a big fish in ice.
Jack, take one of Don.
It's a fish. It's a board. Don, it's my fish. Come on, just one fish. Hey, we got it. Hey, goody.
For years, Jeans wanted to share a little fishing and a little Molson Export Ale with the boys.
All right, this will go down in history as the first picture of a monkey holding a fish, right?
Come and get it, boys!
Molson Export Ale.
I didn't even open my beer.
It keeps on tasting great.
We're back in the gondola where Bill Hewitt has nailed down the red carpet for Don Cherry tonight. So put the hammer down, Bill, and come in here with a summary.
Okay, Brian, and in the second period, the scoring plays 6:43 Gagne, at 10:26 Milanowski, and at 16:31 Darryl Sittler. Colorado outshot Toronto 10-9.
And Don Cherry suggested that goal by Sittler might be the turning point in this hockey game. He's got his Swami hat back on. Los Angeles at Montreal next Saturday on Hockey Night in Canada. The Kings, a powerhouse team it appears this year, playing the Montreal Canadiens, trying to get on track. Looking at the scoreboard, here it's Colorado 4, Toronto 3. Montreal leading the Rangers 5-2. Washington, Edmonton tied at 2. Vancouver and Hartford locked in a 3-3 tie. Same tie score, Philadelphia, Quebec. St. Louis leading Calgary 1-0. They're in the first period. Buffalo and Detroit 2-all. Los Angeles with Simmer 2 goals tonight. Bossy got 1 for the Islanders, 5-2 in the third, and Minnesota leading Pittsburgh 1-0 there in the first period.
I don't know, L.A. ever going to lose the game, I'll tell you. Going right into the island and doing that.
They've lost just 1, huh?
Yeah. Looks like Unger's going to be on a winner for a change.
Yeah, he's been hoping for that for a long while.
Well, we're underway now. This is the final period. 4-3 Colorado. Picard, his pass intercepted by Pierce. Pierce rolls it over to Valaket. Valaket goes right in, and Sierra had to make a good save on that. Puck goes back out to center, knocked back by Ramage, and that's offside as Pierce couldn't get out in time.
There's your boy, Randy Pierce. You know, speaking of fellows who waited a long time to get their chance, that Charlie Simmer, that's quite a remarkable success story, isn't it, Don?
Boy, that's rag to riches. I'll tell you how many guys passed on him. Here he was dying in Springfield. He was thinking of quitting, and of course you get with Dion. He gives you that confidence.
Picard's pass over on the right side for Salming. Now it's Paymont going in after it. He and Ramage bump together, and the puck is taken by Paymont and just got it in front. Up to center ice for Valaket. Valaket. Tease check. Gavin to Paymont. That's broken up. Oria Salming will try it. A long shot into the corner. Round on the boards it goes. Delorme is waiting for a pass. Valaquette decides to bring it out himself. Up the center. He flips a high one. Zura caught that, left it for Ricky Vibe. Vibe over on the wing to Gavin. Gavin shot it right to the blue line. Goes back here and shot out by number 26, Mike Kitchen. Now it's back in again. Trying to steal the puck was Derlego. It bounces over to the far side. Cleared up along the boards, not out. Dave Parrish then drives it into the corner. Ricky Vibe goes for Pat Hickey. Pat Hickey stops, then lost it off his stick, and the puck slides down the ice. McKechnie, Lanny McDonald out there with Paul Gagne. It's Pat Hickey unable to get away. Back for Gagne, he's bumped, and Turnbull closing in over the line with Vibe. And it goes back to center ice. Turnbull's there. Over to Dave Parrish. He hit the referee. Now he gets it ahead to Pat Hickey, and Pat Hickey backhands one that Al Smith handled easily. And the Leafs are changing on the go. Lanny McDonald with a long shot. Zura stopped that. Shot it over to Rocky Saginac. Boschman is back after his misconduct. Boschman over the line. Goes into the corner. Mike McEwen stopped him. Saginac trying to center it. John Anderson goes after it. Ends up being knocked out to center ice, and going back for it is Robert Picard. A pass offside. From Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Hockey night in Canada.
I've got Canada savings bonds, and that's good. That's always good.
New Canada savings bonds. They're good for now, good for the future, good for saving, good for earning.
Canada.
Good for your dreams, good for your goals.
Always good.
They're always good.
That's good. That's always good.
Good security, good flexibility, and good return. Canada savings bonds.
And that's always good.
Well, we're back live here at Maple Leaf Gardens, and 17:15 remaining in the game. It's 4-3 Colorado as Anderson gets over the line into the corner, sent it for Boschman, and he just failed to get his backhand away. Taken by McEwen. McEwen gets it up on the right side. Deblois. And it's over the line. Deblois goes after. He's closing in, and he shot it wide. McEwen from the other side lets one go. And it's Picard unable to get it out. Dillon gets it over. Back to Dillon. And he was checked by Picard. And the Leafs bring it back. Rocky Saginac up at center. Gillis had him covered. Saginac couldn't get his shot away. And it goes back out to Picard. Over to Gloria Salming. Salming shoots the puck into the corner. Goes back in the net. Smith left it there. And go to the boards and get a face-off.
Don, you can't go very far without a hockey stick. Salming just snapped the stick of Gary Dillon a moment ago, the Colorado rookie. Let's catch it.
Yeah, cheap wood it must have been. But, you know, I was noticing, and I don't know whether he's been doing this all, but has it seemed to you that Salming does not dominate the game like he used to? He gets the puck, he throws it away. He doesn't seem to be a dominant force anymore. You don't notice him. I don't think he's playing his game. I think he's been told to pass that puck. Well, I don't think he's going.
Well, he leads the defenseman. He still has all the tricks, but yes, he has been playing a little more conservatively, and I don't know that he's feeling 100% health-wise.
Hamo unable to get it as the puck is cleared out to center ice. Turnbull flips it right back in again. Smith getting it over to number 5, Rob Ramage. Out here on the right side. Delorme got it over the line. Here's just missing that one was Malinowski of Colorado, who has pretty open net there. Tonight's game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Why is this man using his old all-metal iron as an anchor? Why is this woman using her old iron as an exerciser? Because they've switched to the new full-size Light and Easy from CGE. To get top-of-the-line features and performance without all that weight, and it even stays cool to the touch. So when you switch to the self-cleaning Light and Easy, what'll you do with your old iron? Oh, you'll think of something. The Light and Easy line, the latest quality creation from Canadian General Electric.
Yuri Sira has the face-off. Turnbull gets it up to center ice. Paymon shoots it the rest of the way to the corner. The rebound off the boards to DeLorme. DeLorme cleared it along. Parrish went down. Goes in back of the net. Ramage on this right wing. Malinowski shoots the puck in. DeLorme goes after it. Sura clears it to the corner. Gavin is knocked down. Ramage a shot. And another shot from the other wing. Malinowski's got it right in front to DeLorme. A shot. And Sura stopped that. Another drive by Ramage is wide. Will Paymon unable to get anywhere. Now it's over to Sittler. Sittler shot it to center ice. DeLorme had it hit him. Ramage, he shot it back in his own zone. Quenville will have to go back and get it. Al Smith's there first. Ramage shoots the puck to center ice. It's tipped down by Pierce to the blue line. Picard brings it back. Over on the right side. A drive by Vibe, and Smith had to make a good save on that. Sittler giving it into the corner. Haneke centered it, and it goes out and down to center ice. Picard shot it back in again offside. Colorado 4, Toronto 3.
14:36 to play. Buffalo leading Detroit. Oh, it's a final now, 4-2. Martin and Gare, McKegney and Perreault for Buffalo. Grodnick got both Detroit goals.
Detroit having a tough time.
Peter Mahovlich isn't playing much, and not playing like he used to.
Gloria Solming shoots the puck in. Smith stops it back of the net. He goes to Vibe. Vibe trying to center it. Off to the side for Sheehan, who got it down the ice. Now it's cleared back at center. Billy Derlego with Pat Hickey, and that shot goes to Al Smith. Kitchen gets it up, and it's Jack Valiquette. Over onto the far wing. Pass out in front. The puck is knocked out. Three Leafs go after it. Kitchen has it right into Derlego's stick. He goes back to Vibe. Vibe closing right in, goes in back of the net. And he passed it back. Now it's Solming keeping it in. Patty taken by the Rockies and shot by Kitchen wide of the net. Now it's for John Anderson. Anderson up through center. Knocked it over the blue line into the corner. Saginaw was after McEwen. McEwen gets it out. Saginaw intercepts his pass. Gets it over the line. It's shot right back out again by Couture. Now it's in for Turnbull. A hard shot. Smith stopped that. Back of the net. Cleared by McEwen. Up on the left wing. Up to McKechnie. Well, McKechnie at his own blue line. East stop. Washburn for Saginaw. Poked over here to Anderson. Anderson knocks his man down. The puck is underneath, though, and play is called. This is Hockey Night in Canada from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Have you ever wondered if one heating supplier is better than another? Then ask yourself, does he have a 24-hour emergency line? Or a furnace maintenance plan? Has he ever let you run out of oil? Is your home clean and tidy after a service call? If you're getting the wrong answers, call your SO Home Comfort associate and get the right ones. SO Home Comfort. The time for answers is now.
Shot from the blue line. Al Smith held on to it long enough for a face-off. They'll do it in the circle. Darryl Sittler with Stuart Gavin, number 17 on the left side. Paymon, number 99 on the right. All set to go. 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. Colorado still leads 4-3. That's Mike McEwen. McEwen, a nice bit of stick handling as he comes to center ice. To DeLorme, knocked it over the line. Salming feeds it to Darrell Sittler. Sittler then back to Gavin. Gavin trying to break through the defense. Cleared out and down to center ice by Randy Pierce. Shot right back. Picked up there by Ramage. Ramage. Pass at center ice. Ramage gets it handed back to him. Goes over on the far side. Malinowski tries to cover the Leaf player. Kept in by Pierce. Then he loses it. Heyman knocked it out. Brought out by Borja Salming. Salming's pass to Sittler. Sittler to Picard. Picard couldn't make a play. A long pass up at center ice. Malinowski do a 3-on-1 with DeLorme and Pierce. Back to Picard.
Oh, pretty play by the Rockies. As DeLorme and Pierce, Malinowski team up a three-way passing combination that beats Siri. He had no chance on that one. One man back on a excellent play.
Absolutely. Picard gets caught up ice, falls down. Matter of time. Piercy finally gets one. Yep. Dad in Ottawa be happy.
Oh, Pierce missed a couple of chances in that second period. Here's Malinowski faking the shot. Spots his teammate coming in. That's DeLorme. Over to Pierce. Yuri Sira gets over too late.
He's down.
It's 5-3. Colorado in front. What about that turning point you talked about?
Well, I don't know. Looks like they're dead again. I'll tell you. It's a strange feeling. I'll tell you.
8-12 was the time of the scoring play. So Colorado now leads by a score of 5-3. Ian Turnbull gets it over on to Juris. Juris lost it. Back over the line for Gillis, and the Leafs break that up. Martin ahead for Derlego. Couldn't get anywhere. Deblois waited too long, and his teammate went over the offside. With the score, Colorado 5, Toronto 3. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
There's an all-new Cougar on the loose.
Reward yourself.
Capture the new lean trim Mercury Cougar.
It's beautifully mid-size with roomy, space-efficient interior design.
And Cougar comes equipped with a 2.3-liter engine, McPherson strut front suspension, and rack and pinion steering.
It's style for today.
With today's kind of fuel economy.
Capture something completely new.
Mercury Cougar, at the sign of the cap.
And we're getting set for the face-off. You see a nice shot of the entire ice surface here at Maple Leaf Gardens. Facing off outside the blue line. Getting the draw was Gary Dillon. Number 12, offside. Number 23, Deblois.
Well, I'll tell you, there's Terry Harper. I must admit he's done a good job of the defense. He's really helped Ramage. The reason I really didn't want an assistant coach, didn't think they could afford one, tell you the truth.
How about a goalie coach? They
got goalie coaches. They got goalie coaches everywhere. It took 3 of them to take my spot.
Bill Derlego shoots the puck over the line, a race for it. Going down was Pat Hickey. Puck ends up in the corner, shot back of the net. Pat Hickey goes after it, but it's picked up by the Rockies and shot out to center ice. Deblois couldn't get to it. Juris touches it. Icing will be called.
Just a little over half a period to play now. Colorado leading 5-3. Here's a
well,
play.
I like this referee's style. He's not calling nothing. That's all right. Let them play hockey.
That's Hickey going down, and the crowd reacting with some boos.
Well, he's letting it go either way. At least he's consistent. You know, in games like this, it could be decided by a penalty. If he lets it go either way, it's all right. But when he starts inconsistently, you don't know what to do.
Laurie Boschman, Saganuk, and Anderson. Face off in the circle.
3-3, Philadelphia, Quebec. That's a final.
Saganuk gets it back. Salming a shot right on. Al Smith juggled it, but went down and covered up.
Don, while we were away a moment ago, you were talking about the Leaf defense.
Well, I'll tell you, I think they're playing with absolutely no confidence whatsoever. They're getting caught. They're not moving the puck. I think that's the whole problem right now. No confidence at all in the defense.
And of course, that spreads through the team. The forwards see that, and they lose confidence.
Well, what's his name? Burroughs makes a mistake. We don't see him anymore. It's tough. It's when your defense isn't playing, you're in deep trouble.
Puck goes to the Colorado Rockies. It's cleared over on the far wing. Salming kept it in. And it's cleared by Lanny McDonald to Walt McKechnie. McKechnie coming up to the leaf line. Tried to go through the defense. And Rocky Sagna turns around and comes back. The pass to Anderson. Anderson fakes his shot. Bill has it. Goes for Salming. Salming a backhand just right in front of the net. And the Rockies, Walt McKechnie shoots it down the ice. Picard touches it. This game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
You can do it, so go to it.
Canadian Tire's got the things you need
You can do
to
it,
get the job done.
so go to it.
From plaster and paint
You can do it,
to faucets and fixtures.
so go to it.
No matter how big or small your project is,
You can do it.
Canadian Tire's got what it takes. So put your heads together and have some fun. It's a lot easier than you think.
It's for people like you, people who do.
We did it.
Canadian Tire.
Play just underway. The puck near the Colorado net. Pimon tried to get it back to the blue line. It goes in back of the net. Sittler tried to center it. Here's Gavin. Off the board. Pimon. Sittler back of the net. Centered it. Comes back to Turnbull. Turnbull took a shot. That's going to be deflected. And it goes high into the crowd.
Well, that last rush that Salming had, this is what he has to do. He has to make things happen. He can't sit back there like a bump in the log. He's got to go. He's got to gamble now.
We have Menelowski at center. Delorme on the right side. Pierce on the left. The puck is shot back into Colorado territory. Ramage shot it, but not out. Sittler for Pimon. Offside, and Turnbull let it fly. Very close at the blue line, but he is already in the act of shooting, I believe.
Well, they're a little upset that he shot the puck, Bill, after the whistle. He shouldn't have done that. He knows he shouldn't. Ramage gave him a little shot in the stomach.
9 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the game. Colorado 5, Toronto 3. Malinowski lost the draw. Turnbull takes his shot. Ramage gets the rebound and flips a high one down the ice. Dave Parrish covered by Pierce.
I'm Larry Robinson of the Montreal Canadiens, inviting you to watch two great games on Hockey Night in Canada next week, November the 8th. On the Eastern Network of the CBC, our team faces the Los Angeles Kings, while in the West, it's the Vancouver Canucks and the New York Rangers. By the way, Pro Tips will be on the second intermission and will be a gas. So don't miss Hockey Night in Canada next Saturday, starring Marcel Dion, Guy Lafleur, Kevin McCarthy, and a cast of thousands.
Okay, Larry, and don't fall down in a real game like you do in Pro Tips.
Turnbull gets the puck out over the line. At center ice for Darryl Sittler. He slips it to Gavin. Gavin's going in. Shoots. Another shot. Oh, the open net. Puck's out in front. Play is called. It was directed with a glove.
Well, Gavin came awfully close there. We're going to have a line change now for the Leafs. Here he is, takes the one shot, then he has a chance for a rebound, but almost an impossible angle.
Yeah, Smithy almost put it in if he had touched it.
8:59 to play. The Kings win again over the Islanders this time, 7-3. That's a big win.
Right in the island.
Puck goes to Al Smith, left it back of the net. Now the Leafs intercept. Came to the blue line. Five kept it in. He was grabbed. Also, Hickey was knocked down. And there's going to be a penalty. Live, Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
Panasonic makes color TV so lifelike, you'll feel you're part of the picture. Watch this. One of the features that contributes to Panasonic reliability is Color Pilot, electronically keeping colors and flesh tones so lifelike, you'll feel you're part of the picture. That's Panasonic for you. Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time.
Don Cherry was talking about journeyman hockey players. Bobby Sheehan, a journeyman in that sense for Colorado, is caught for holding here at 11-12. Leaves with a man advantage.
They get a little anxious then.
Here's Turnbull's shot. That's wide of the net. It goes into the corner. Knocked to the blue line past Salming and down to center ice. Ian Turnbull leaves trailing 5-3. Over to Derlego. Derlego's weak shot. Smith had no trouble with that. And Quenville got it out to center ice. Shot right back in again. It's Ramage and Quenville. Quenville is skated off by Derlego, but the puck is Valakat holding it against the boards, and play is called.
Line change, 1:28 left in the penalty. Don, you look at fellows like Terry Harper, and you think of fellows like Stan Mikita and Jerry Cheevers and Gordie Howe and others leaving the game and the younger fellows taking over. I'd like to say a special hello to Bobby Hull tonight, who's had some recent problems. We've all been reading about them, and I know in the hearts of all hockey men, he's highly regarded, highly respected, and everybody just wishes him a very bright future.
Absolutely.
4-4 tie, Vancouver and the Hartford Whalers a final.
Dan Maloney is out there with Sittler now and Pamo. Maloney took his man into the boards. Came to Pamo. Pamo hooked it right on the net. And grabbed by Al Smith.
Now this is the hardest thing Dan Maloney's doing, the hardest thing in the world, to sit there for 2 periods. Now he goes out, he should turn to the coach. What do you want, a win or a tie?
Yeah, that's,
I mean,
that's the type of guy he is.
I know, he's a beauty. I remember in Team Canada, he didn't make it. He was the class guy of everybody down there. He said, thanks a lot for the chance.
Would you coach Team Canada?
Well, I don't know. I have to think about that.
You might get some good players with these teams that don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, Montreal or Boston.
Errol Sittler facing out. Kexy won the draw. Ramage has the puck. And it's knocked down the ice. 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining in the penalty. 7:56 now remaining in the game. 5-3 Colorado. Puck is taken out to center ice by Salming. Pamo couldn't get to it. It's knocked back out over the line. Turnbull. Pamo was turned around and knocked down. Randy Pierce goes back for it. Ian Turnbull coming out. A pass up for Sittler. He can't get anywhere. And the Lynx are sagging under the skating power of Colorado Rockies. Dan Maloney's too well covered. Turnbull gets over the line and no further. And it's shot down the ice again. 21 seconds left in the penalty. Gloria Salmon. A long pass up on the right wing for Rocky Saganuk. Gets it over the line, and that's knocked out. Saganuk's got it again. Shoots it in. Anderson goes racing in after it. Smith is there. Passed it. Valakat knocked it loose. Trevor Johansson shot it to the blue line, and it went by Parrish down the ice. The penalty is over. Teams are full strength. Lanny McDonald against the boards. The puck goes loose. Laurie Boschman covered by Jack Valakat. It's right shot in front. Lanny McDonald goes after it. Lanny McDonald, and he couldn't keep it in. Lanny McDonald still with it. Shoots the puck in, back of the net. Leafs have it in their own territory. Picard. And he tried to get it out, and that nearly backfired. Now he's got it out to center ice. Takes a long shot with 5:58 remaining in the game. Long pass intercepted by John Anderson. A shot! And he rifled that one off the post. Now then, Colorado. Eblois takes his shot, and he fired it high off the glass. Goes into the corner. Gillis, back of the net, came out in front. The puck slides over to the blue line and out. Stopped by McEwen, and it's offside for Gary Dillon. With the score, Colorado 5, Toronto 3. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
In the world of Amway, this could be you.
You know, we never had the money to feel really independent until we discovered Amway. Started part-time.
We're earning extra income as Amway distributors, bringing others into it.
We run it. We're our own boss.
And being more independent is the best security.
When someone wants to tell you about Amway, listen and get the whole story.
With the world of Amway, you can do it too.
Here you see Billy McMillan and Joe Crozier. We have 5:28 and counting remaining in the hockey game. That shot was wide of the net. By covered. Goes back to the net into the corner. Dillon trying to center it. And the Leafs shoot it out and down the ice to center. Deblois, number 23. Over onto the left side. A long shot. That one was stopped by Sierra. Dillon after it again. Propped there by Salming, and we'll get a whistle.
All these whistles are in Colorado's favor. They love it. Slow everything down. Have a guy back. Defense stand up.
Washington 2, Edmonton 2. That's a final. And we've got 4:58 to play here at Maple Leaf Gardens. Colorado with that 2-goal margin. They've only won one game in here in their entire history. 2 points, 13 starts.
The puck goes out to center ice. It's Sittler leaving it at the blue line. Cleared by Delorme. Now it's the Leafs in possession. Parrish gets over the line. And Sittler missed that. It goes down for Pierce. Pierce trying to cut in. He's hauled down by Stuart Gavin. Gavin comes back. Up at center. Broken up beautifully by Delorme. Got it over the line. Mike Kitchen, number 26, have moved up. There it is, right in front. Oh, that deflection by number 27, Ron Delorme, was over the top of the net. Dave Parrish. Puck goes to center. Redding shoots it back in again. Now the Leafs with Ian Turnbull ahead on this left wing for Gavin. He shoots the puck in. Goes back of the net. Kept in with Picard's shot. Pushed ahead with a glove.
I don't understand that one, Bill. There's a new one. What was that about? Tough time for that.
Well, don't get too hard on the referee, Kerry Fraser.
Oh,
now,
he's
guys,
doing a pretty good job. I just was
wife
wondering what.
Expecting and everything, and Sarnia. And
well, what was? I just don't understand what it was about. Tough time for it. Oh, he's doing a good job. He's all right. I know.
They all spoke so well of you when you were behind that Boston bench.
Well, they can't get at me up here. I love it.
You might be surprised.
Puck goes along the boards, out to center ice. Derligo, watched by McKechnie, who has been all over the ice tonight in his kill penalties, regular shifts. Puck is cleared out over the blue line. It's grabbed out by Ricky Bive. Bive going in. Bive is too well covered. Colorado trying to get it out.
Here at Maple Leaf Gardens, we welcome our national viewers, those who've been watching the Montreal Canadiens' victory over New York. Here it's 5-3. The Colorado Rockies over the Toronto Maple Leafs with 2:49 to play, and there's a goal, and they move one goal closer.
That makes it 5-4 with 2:48 remaining. Billy Derligo.
Here he comes in. Nice backhand, Canada boy. Looked like Guy Lafleur on that one. Heck of a shot. Smitty never had a chance on that one. Not.
Toronto ball scored by number 19, Bill Derlego. Number 16,
Bill Derlego has just scored for Toronto as we welcome our viewers who've been watching the Edmonton-Washington game. Derlego connects for the Leafs from the corner right into the slot. Derlego slams it past Al Smith, and it's 5-4 with 2:48 to play.
All right, Nels Polo's got to go out all now. You can't hold back. Can't hold back.
Here it is again. Don Cherry is with us in the booth tonight. Derlego's shot inside the post. Al Smith looks around in dismay.
Should have been covered. Should have been covered.
So it's 5-4 now. Colorado leading. 2:48 remaining. That goal coming at 17-12. The puck is shot in. It's back to that Colorado net. At least try to move every man up. It's out. And coming down, Malinowski going in right. Oh, he fanned on his shot. They get it out in front of the net again. It's clear, but not out. Ramage's shot. And that one went over to the far side, and Paymont sent Sittler down a one-on-one. Sittler stops, took his shot, and he fired it wide. It's in for Stuart Gavin. He's jammed against the board. And they hold it for face-off in Colorado territory.
Makes you wonder why they can't take off like that all the time. Eh? They get a goal, put some life in them, and now they're going. It's strange. It's always strange to me why a team can't play like that at least half the time. They got to wait till the last 2 minutes.
Well, we have a timeout, Don, and what do you think of this rule?
Well, I think it's good. I wish I remember one time. I wish I'd done it in the playoffs in the 7th game. I never thought of it, but you get your get your strategy going, find out what's going on. I think it's good. I sort of ridiculed it when I first came out, but I think it's good. Looks like a football huddle over there, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and there's the time remaining to play in the game, 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Well, what you're doing is, Billy's what he's telling them now, look, get that puck out. Don't hang on to it. Hang on to it. Don't throw it up the middle blind. I'm sure Joe's telling them, somebody get in front of that net, and you have to get the draw. Have to get the draw. He's also telling Sura, keep your eye on me all the time. Come out a little bit. And he's got a fast skater. You got to have a fast skater from the bench to get in there. You can't have a slow guy. But Joe, he's done this a million times. He's got it all set. The key here is win the draw.
There's the out-of-town final score. Montreal defeating the New York Rangers 7-4. Washington and Edmonton a 2-2 tie. That's final. Vancouver and Hartford 4-4. And from the face-off, the puck is into the corner. Shot down to center ice. Here's a break for Valaket. Valaket shoots. Zero made the save. Colorado keep it in, but it's deflected over here on the wing to Pat Hickey. Hickey to Derlego. Derlego too well covered by Ramage and knocked down. And play is called. Ricky by. Mixing up there in that corner. See, we have penalties coming up.
What do you think, Boomer?
Well, here we see what's happening. Down goes Derlego.
Oh, they thought only had one. Interference. The other guy for slashing, probably.
Number 19, Bill Derlego, 2 minutes for slashing. Time 18-12. For Colorado, Rob Ramage, roughing. For Toronto, Bill Derlego, slashing. Time 18-12.
So that means we have 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining in the game. Colorado 5 and Toronto 4.
Well, if it helps anybody, I think it helps the Leafs because it opens it up a little. And they can put on 4 pretty good guys right here.
And we'll keep an eye at the Leaf net to see what Sura does. instructions from Joe Crozier. McKechnie won the draw, gets the puck down the ice. Going back for it is Robert Picard. He gives it to Wolf Paymon. Paymon to Sittler, 1:37 left. He couldn't control it. McKechnie's check. Now it's Boya Salming. Up for Sittler. He shoots the puck in. Zira heading for the bench as they try to get a face-off. Paymon gets the puck loose. Paymon back to Salming. Salming takes the shot. That's wide. Maloney trying to get it out in front. Lanny McDonald can't get it out. Salming stopped him. The puck goes to Lanny McDonald. He shoots it down the ice. Oh, it missed. Leafs bring the puck up. Long shot. Here's Dan Maloney with it. Gets it into the corner. We have Leafs banging it again. 5-4 is the score in favor of Colorado. The Leafs putting on pressure. They have the extra man because the goalkeeper's out. Salming tried to keep it in. McKechnie goes after it. And there's 31 seconds left. Ralph Paymon coming up. And he passed it, gave it away to Beliket. Beliket and a shot by Pierce. Oh, and Salming saved the goal on that. Long pass up, but the play was called. 16 seconds.
I would like to know why that wasn't icing, why he didn't call that icing.
John, this is a tremendous play.
He was better than both the goaltenders. That's the way Salmi should play all the time.
That's right.
Full out all the time. Well, he claimed it wasn't icing because he said a Leaf touched it. But that would have been a big play, I'll tell you. Face off from their end.
16 seconds left. 5-4. Colorado.
Another timeout. Well, I think what the Leafs have to do here on the face-off, have to blast it out and get that right winger going. Got to get it down. Get it, ice it, get it down there and have a guy on the fly. That's the only thing I can see that Leafs got going. Well, they had their chances, Bill.
Yes, they have. And there's the time remaining, 16 seconds. And there you see the timer where it's Colorado 5 and Toronto 4. It's a very well played hockey game.
I'll tell you, it's an exciting game that if it keeps going the way it is, there's going to be some happy guys in Colorado, I'll tell you. Well, like I say, that they've got to try. I would put a left-hand shot there and rifle it down as hard as they could and have that right winger going. That's what they should do.
Almost like a home run pitch.
Well, he's got to put it down, and that right winger's got to take off. It's pretty tough to win the draw back, because if you win the draw back, it's only 16 seconds. You could fool around, the game will be over. Try to fire it out, and then go. That right winger's got to go.
Well, he's got Boria Salming, Picard, Sittler, and Gavin. Time remaining is 16 seconds. And here we go. The puck is dropped. McKechnie and Sittler. Picard, McKechnie took the puck, drags it, and it was offside, and that took half the time. 8 seconds left. Great bit of killing the clock by Walt McKechnie.
Yeah, they lost the draw. That was the thing. Sittler was trying to fire it out, but it didn't work. Well, he better get it out, get going. Salming's up. See ya, Salming. Fire it. There you go. You almost got it.
It goes into the corner. Racked back down the ice. There goes the bell. The game is over. And the Colorado Rockies have defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-4.
Well, they tried it, but it didn't work. It was too late. It looks like the Leafs just hang around and hang around. If they had to turn it on like they did the last 5 minutes, there'd been no contest. You just can't turn it on and turn it off like a tap.
Well, both teams had some great opportunities through the entire game. Lanny McDonald.
He's a great guy, I'll tell you. He's had a little tough luck, you know. He died when he went from Toronto.
and I'm happy for him.
In just a moment, our Molson Cup 3-star selection.
Terrific. Lovely. Harry, you bought another luxury car.
A 1981 Ford LTD.
Beautiful. I must say, Harry, it's posh. Very posh. Roomier than your VW Rapid, George. Roomier than your Chevrolet, and it's quiet.
Yeah, but how's the fuel economy, Harry?
Here, look it up.
11.4 liters for... How many miles per gallon is that?
About 25.
All this and...
About 25 miles per gallon.
Ooh. Now he's making money on the carpool. Harry, I demand a refund.
Hey, did you ever think of using a stick?
Like this?
Like this. An antiperspirant stick. Menon Speed Stick Plus.
Speed Stick Plus? I'd use a stick with antiperspirant. Is that smooth? All-day protection against odor and wetness. That Menon Speed Stick shape sure makes it easy. I'll use it.
Menon Speed Stick Plus Antiperspirant. From the makers of Speed Stick, Canada's #1 stick deodorant.
This is the General Electric Pot Scrubber 2. The Drakes own one. Their neighbors don't.
Lasagna, darlings. Simply marvelous.
It has the unique multi-orbit spray arm that puts the water where you need it most.
Mine couldn't get it clean.
And a very clean conscience about saving you energy.
Arriba! The chili, it was hot on the pot. It is dirty.
The General Electric Pot Scrubber 2. Either you have one or you don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's Molson Cup 3 stars as selected by Hockey Night in Canada. The first star, Walt McKechnie. The second star, Bill Derlego. And the third star, Merlin Malinowski.
We'll return to Hockey Night in Canada in just a moment.
On behalf of Molson, we now present tonight's distinct hockey.
Look, 'tis a lucky shamrock, like the one you see in my manly Irish Spring soap. It has the fine, fresh fragrance of a spring day in Ireland. And the unique double deodorant system in these green and white stripes. 2 deodorants to help keep a man feeling clean and fresh.
Manly, yes. But I like it too.
You can't beat the luck of the Irish. Irish Spring soap and deodorant help keep you feeling clean and fresh a long, long time.
Hey, think you can handle Mattel Electronics Hockey 2 dealer, Dan?
Hockey 2?
It's all pro hockey with an advanced thinking computer. At the face-off, you control the puck. The defense steals it.
That's new.
You pick it up and shoot. It goes behind the net.
That's new.
A race for the puck. No, a penalty for charging.
That's new, too.
Who's in there? All pro hockey 2 from Mattel Electronics.
Hey, who's in there? We could make a deal.
When the law firm of Hannigan, Brannigan, Milligan, and Malone decided to part company, everything proceeded politely.
Excuse me, Mr. Brannigan.
Oh, certainly, Mr. Hannigan.
Until it came to the question of who should have the Xerox copier.
And where would you be going with that, sir?
Chapter 3, subparagraph 4, all of...
So they did the only thing they could do. They saw their lawyers. After all, having a Xerox copier is one thing. Parting with it is quite another.
I love pecans and caramel too. I love chocolate, oh yes I do. That's why I love turtles. Turtles, turtles, rah, rah, rah. Turtles, turtles, ha, ha, ha.
Scrumptious pecans smothered in creamy caramel, drenched in deep, delicious chocolate.
I love turtles.
Get yours today.
The third period goal by Randy Pierce was the winner, and Colorado outscored the Leafs by 1 and outshot them 34-29. Brian, the Leafs can play better, but I think tonight the Rockies get full credit. They came in here a determined team, be it for Lanny McDonald, Walt McKechnie, Billy McMillan, or for themselves, and I thought they played a whale of a game.
I did too, and I think Al Smith was overlooked. He deserves a lot of credit. The young kids they have, that Gagne's going to be a good hockey player. As for the Leafs, I don't know what the problem is. Defensively, perhaps, Don Cherry said they lack confidence back there. I think that may be true tonight. It may be time to rest Sierra, but then who do you replace him with? Who's any better? So the Leafs go back on the road now, and they're in for a tough test.
Next week, the Los Angeles Kings, call them the amazing Los Angeles Kings, are in Montreal. That should be a great attraction. And the New York Rangers play the Canucks in Vancouver. Thank you for watching Hockey Night in Canada this evening. CBC, Hockey Night in Canada, brought to you by Molson, Canada's name in beer since 1786, brewers of Molson Export Ale. Canadian General Electric, progress for people since 1882. Canadian Tire Dealers with 326 stores to serve you across Canada. And by the Ford Motor Company of Canada, on behalf of your Ford and Mercury dealers from coast to coast.